Wildcat hockey. There's an atmosphere to this game. The icy chill that hovers in the air. The rumble of dedicated fans against the glass. The sound of metal carving its path. Someone once said hockey was figure skating in a war zone. They weren't exactly wrong. There's an athletic tradition at the University of Arizona. One that isn't deterred by cacti or blistering heat. A tradition of hard work, perseverance, and preparation. A tradition of camaraderie and of school spirit. It grants us hope when times are hard and makes us strong so we can rise to our feet again. This tradition, it lives inside these players, and it lives inside their fans. So join us. We're ready to bear down. And something tells us you are too.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to the Tucson Arena as we get set for the final two rivalry games of the season. Garrett, Cactus Cup in the building, senior night. What would it mean for this program to get a win here and get it done on a Thursday evening?
It would definitely hype up the crowd. It's definitely a great win for U of A, keeping the Cactus Cup here in the building. That would be a great thing for Tucson.
Keeping that cup in Tucson is priority number one for this program and for head coach Chad Berman, looking for a sixth consecutive Cactus Cup. But Garrett, ASU looking to come into the building and play spoilers this evening.
Yeah, they're definitely going to play with a lot of physicality. They definitely want the cup just as much as the Wildcats do. So we're going to see a lot of hard physical gameplay tonight.
So the final two games of the season, chance for the Wildcats to clinch the Cactus Cup and a chance for ASU to play the Villain. We'll be back to bring you the live broadcast and our senior night ceremony in just a couple minutes. Sebastian Janik with Garrett Kane. This is Wildcat Hockey.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to the final bear down breakdown of the season. Coming off a 3-game road trip, how big were those two wins, one against Maryville and one against Missouri State?
Yeah, they're massive. I mean, this is the time of the year where, you're either rotting or you're growing. We've gone through a lot of adversity, certainly went through a lot on that trip as well. I have tremendous respect for John Hogan and former alumni here at Arizona and the job he's done there. That's a really good hockey team, and still spend Thanksgivings with John. So there's no way I was going to another Thanksgiving with a loss. So it was important for me personally as well. But obviously, from a ranking game to go on the road, shorthanded like we are with as many injuries as we had, and to get a win like that in that building, I certainly should give us some confidence going into nationals. Same being said against Missouri State. It's one of the tougher buildings in the ACHA to win. We thought we had them the first night, took care of business the second night. So really proud of the way we're fighting through a lot of adversity.
Speaking of confidence, coming into the home weekend against ASU, Cactus Cup on the line, how big is that confidence being able to build off those wins, knowing that you were, 2 out of 3 successful on the road trip before coming back home?
Yeah, I mean, we're preparing for a street fight. I mean, no pun intended there, Mo State, but this is a rivalry game. It doesn't matter where the rankings are. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter what happened the week of. These are going to be, knockout brawl fights. Again, not insinuating fighting, but these are going to be tough battles. Both teams really want to win. There's a Cactus Cup on the line. It's very important to both programs, and absolutely, it's always goal number one for us.
Senior night on Thursday, a chance to win the Cactus Cup. Evening games usually get those big crowds. How important would it be, do you think, for those seniors graduating to be able to not only celebrate their senior night, but also lift that Cactus Cup once again?
It's everything. It's, it's goal number one. Like I said, every year, that's the first thing we talk about. And we've been fortunate to ride that wave for 6 years. And certainly we want to keep that going. We don't take that for granted. It's very important. We understand what it means. This in-state rivalry is as good as it gets in college hockey. Forget about the ACHA and college hockey. We know it's important to them as well. It's bragging rights. It matters. And this should be a great series. We know that these aren't going to be easy games. We're preparing for a grind, and I thought that's what we did last weekend. We grinded through a lot of adversity, and this is the time of year you want to overcome and find ways, and so far we have. But certainly, we know this is a reset and another challenge for us.
Against an opponent like ASU, it's obviously going to be a group effort. Are there any specific guys that you really liked their game on the road trip coming back in home that you expect to see a lot out of them this weekend?
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of D step up because we've had a run of injuries. Obviously, we've been missing some really important guys, and Ziegler, for him to pop back from forward to D, I think he's playing as good as hockey as possible. In fact, it'd be hard not to keep him in the lineup at D even if we got healthy because he's been so good. Hodge was fighting through injury. He found a way to just give everything he could to the team. It says a lot about him. And Langer, that's who he is. It doesn't matter if he's playing 100 minutes, 2 minutes. He's all about the team. He's everything you want in your culture. And he's awfully banged up. You could see it coming back to the bench, but he doesn't think that way. He thinks about what's best for the team. So you see those things. And obviously, I didn't bring up TJ. What a great story he's become now for our program. And it says a lot about how you can handle adversity and wait for your opportunities and make the most of them. So we're kind of a cool little story, not the kind of we were necessarily like to have written, but, like we tell our guys, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you handle what happens to you. And I've been very proud with how our groups adjusted and handle these things.
Speaking of culture, a guy who's been a big part of cultivating that culture, Captain Jesse Lowell, who is finishing up his career at the University of Arizona. What has it meant to you as a coach to have a captain like him who leads by example every night?
Oh boy. I've been dreading this day since he came here. I was writing the script last night and crying, when I got to him, of course. It's, I could never fully explain what that kid means to our program. He's beyond a legend. He's been a leader. He's helped catapult this program to another level, and then that baton will get passed on, hopefully. Incredible person, incredible player, unbelievable leader, like the likes I've never seen. Great family. You don't replace guys like that. You just have to work and do things differently. So, I've tried. I understand why you're asking. I've tried not to think about that too much because we've been through so much together. Him and I in particular, and going back, Coos, same thing. If you're a captain in this program, I'm probably going to be on the phone with you often, and you need somebody who wants to be engaged. And so it's strange for me to know that, we talk about everything so much in so much detail, and we're building up for all these things that. It's strange when it comes to an end, and I won't be peckering his phone as much and trying to get a hold of him. And, that's strange. So there's stories within the stories. And certainly for me, a kid who I've been very close with, it won't be the same not having him here. And so I'm just trying to enjoy as much as I can the end of this ride and hopefully send him out the way he deserves to be sent out.
And speaking of legacy, a 6th consecutive Cactus Cup on the line. For you and for this program, can you explain just a little bit about how important keeping that Cactus Cup in Tucson is to you?
Again, it's everything. When I came in here, we were on a 34-game losing streak, and I knew that job number one was we had to reverse, the trend there with ASU because that's what matters. We compete a lot in recruiting, and it's beyond that. I know what it means to this fan base. You can feel it when we step out on the ice out there. These games are personal. I'm not one of those guys who's like these are like every other game. They're not. This is a again, the biggest rivalry in college hockey. If we don't come out on top, I'm going to be miserable for a long time. And so we have to come with that kind of urgency, that kind of desperation. We're trying to push up in the national tournament rankings as far as we can. We want to be playing our best hockey. So there's a million reasons outside of it. But when you play ASU, doesn't matter if it's a thumb war, we want to win.
All righty. Thank you so much, Coach.
Welcome in, Wildcat fans, to this Thursday evening matchup on senior night We will be bringing you the senior ceremony in just a couple minutes here, but so much on the line tonight for the Wildcats, a chance to clinch the Cactus Cup at home on senior night, something all of these players dream of. Speaking with the 6 graduating seniors earlier this week, every single one of their favorite memories was a matter of winning that Cactus Cup over the past 6 consecutive seasons. Graduating this year, number 5, John Shively, number 6, Ryan Fisher, number 12, Matthew Marquis, number 20, Brody Silman, number 22, Connor Ziegler, and of course, number 18, Jesse Lowell. Graduating for ASU, Connor Tillman, Connor Kruk, Wyatt Palmer, and Tanner Schultz. So a number of ACHA college hockey players ending their careers this evening or this weekend after this season. These are the final 2 home games of the regular season for the Wildcats. We'll be back. But now let's get to the senior ceremony as we will cut the mics and bring in the PA system.
In just a moment. All right, now join me in welcoming our first graduating senior who comes from West Dundee, Illinois, assistant captain number 5, John Shively. John Shively, better known as Shive to his teammates, will be graduating from the University of Arizona with a degree in economy and industry. John came to the Wildcats as an NCAA D3 transfer from SUNY Buffalo State College. After graduating, John plans to work somewhere where he can assist people in personal growth through financial freedom. His favorite memory as a Wildcat was winning his first Cactus Cup. He will miss seeing his teammates every day. Shive immediately brought an immediate veteran presence to our locker room, said Coach Berman. He was someone the players feel comfortable going to when they needed guidance and always had a way of projecting calm. Those little conversations of support add up. That kind of leadership cannot be overlooked. He was the type of player you could talk to like an adult. I'll miss seeing him in his flannel shirts with coffee in his hand and hope he keeps in touch for the years to come. John Shively will leave here with 3 Cactus Cups. Today he's joined tonight by his parents, Paul and Karen. Give it up for John Shively. Next up, coming from Anaheim Hills, California, assistant captain Ryan Fisher. Ryan Fisher, better known as Fish to his teammates, will be graduating from Eller College of Management with a business management degree in entrepreneurship and a 3.6 GPA. He was also awarded multiple Dean's List and academic distinctions. Ryan plans to continue his education by pursuing a master's degree in entrepreneurship and eventually working in technology sales or medical device sales, while investing in real estate or other business endeavors. In addition, he plans to continue his passion for faith with the goal of establishing a Calvary Chapel Young Adults Ministry on campus. His favorite memory as a Wildcat was the exhilarating experience of playing at home against ASU, surrounded by the vibrant energy of our large and passionate crowds. He will miss the constant camaraderie in the locker room, team meals, team meetings, and the memories at home. It was really special watching Fish grow as a person in our program, said Coach Berman. He took some time away from hockey after spending juniors in BCHL and wasn't sure he had a passion for the game. When he decided to return to the game, I could tell immediately he felt like himself once again. Watching him fall back in love with hockey and finish his career on his terms really makes me proud. To me, that's the ultimate compliment to our program. We can provide such a once-in-a-lifetime experience that these student athletes will never forget. Like many students, Fish had a lot of challenges along the way, and through all these experiences, they only made him a better and stronger person. Ryan Fisher leaves here with 3 Cactus Cups and is joined tonight by his parents, Jennifer and William. Give it up for Ryan Fisher. Next up from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 12, Matthew Marquis. Matthew Marquis will graduate with a degree in business management. Moving forward, he plans to be a sales agent at Aromi's investment real estate brokerage. His favorite memory was playing in his first rivalry game against ASU his freshman year while getting his first win in the Cactus Cup Series. He will miss the locker room banter before and after practice and with the boys every day. It's hard to believe the time has come for Marquis, said Coach Berman. I remember talking with him on the phone like it was yesterday. He immediately was the impression of someone who was sure about what he wanted in life and a desire to see that through. You can see that in his play. Always finds a way to contribute to the overall team success. He has a heavy shot, and every now and then he would remind us with a big goal. Particularly, I'll remember his snipe in UNLV, leading to a huge road win. We'll miss his big body and personality in the room. Matthew Marquis will leave here with 3 Cactus Cups. Joining him tonight will be his parents, Danielle and Jeff Marquis. Give it up for Matthew Marquis. Next up from Mahwah, New Jersey, assistant captain Brody Selman. Brody Selman will graduate with a degree in interdisciplinary studies, sports and society with a 3.0 GPA. Brody plans to move back to New Jersey where he will work as a sales associate at an All-American Auto Group on the 4 dealerships in the nation. He looks forward to working alongside his dad, who he's looked up to his entire life. He's excited to grow both personally and professionally in the next chapter of his life. His favorite memory is when we were down 3-2 with 2 minutes left in regulation versus UNLV at home, and Coach Berman got kicked out of the game. So our athletic trainer, Diane, stepped up to manage the bench. I was sent out to kill a 5-on-3 penalty, and towards the end of the shift, I picked up a fumbling puck, went down on a 2-on-1 with Matthew Hull. I lobbed a pass separation, and Hull was able to score, tying the game in dramatic fashion. I remember hugging him as we were both in shock of what just happened as the TCC erupted. It was a great team effort and memory. Brody says he'll miss the TCC and being around the guys. He'll also miss pulling the jersey over his head every Friday and Saturday night, playing in front of family, friends, and the best fans in college hockey. He will miss having his hockey brotherhood. However, he is thankful that his Wildcat teammates will be brothers forever. Brody is an absolute bulldog, said Coach Berman, the ultimate competitor. He commits to everything in him to accomplish his goals, so it's easy to root for a guy like that. He's always the first guy at the rink working on something to improve his game. He's a relentless worker leading by example and the kind of guy who approaches every day as an opportunity. It seemed like every time we needed a big goal in a big game, he would come through, and I never had to motivate him because nobody would work harder than him. He hated losing as much as I did, and that's what I loved about him. I'll never forget watching him win the gold in Russia for the World University Games and how proud I was to see him go on a tear, ultimately earning the MVP on the world stage, representing both himself and the program at the highest level. Plain and simple, Brody Selman is a winner. Brody Selman will leave here with 3 Cactus Cups, gold medalist while representing Team USA at the World University Games, as well as being named tournament MVP, and a gold medal at the Maccabee Games, the WCHL All-Rookie Team. He tallied 53 points in 73 games played. He's joined tonight by his parents, John and Julie Selman, as well as his girlfriend, Maya. Brody Selman. Next from Scottsdale, Arizona, Connor Ziegler. Connor Ziegler, better known to his teammates as Ziggy, will be graduating with a degree in finance and a 3.5 GPA. Connor plans to find a job back home in Scottsdale. His favorite memory was winning his first Cactus Cup. He'll greatly miss his best friends at the rink every day. Ziggy has been an extremely resilient player in our program, said Coach Berman. Quite honestly, every year it seems like a difficult scenario for him to get a lot of ice time. But every year he found a way to make a major impact in many ways, both on forwards and defense. It didn't matter what you asked of him. He would give you everything he had to help the team. By his senior year, he's established himself as one of the top penalty killers on the team, often amongst the team lead in shot blocks. I'll use him as an example for a long time as someone who focused on the things he could control while maximizing his opportunities. But what I'll miss the most about seeing him is that giant smile as he walked into the rink. He's the kind of guy that can make any cloudy day feel like a bright, sunny day. Connor Ziegler will leave here with 3 Cactus Cups. He's joined by his parents, Karen and Dave Ziegler, as well as his brothers Zach and Grant. Connor Ziegler. And last but certainly not least, our final graduating senior from Northbrook, Illinois, your team captain, number 18, Jesse Lowell. Jesse Lowell will graduate with a major in communications and a double minor in business administration and sports nutrition, along with a 3.5 GPA. Moving forward, he aspires to play professional hockey in Europe. His favorite memory as a Wildcat was beating ASU his freshman year for the must-win weekend to clinch the Cactus Cup and conference championship. He says he'll miss everything about being a Wildcat, but being with the boys every day, going on road trips, and playing in front of the best fans in college hockey. He'll also miss being a part of something bigger than himself and making the program better year after year. I've been dreading this day for a very long time, said Coach Berman. It's impossible to replace the competitor person and leadership he brought here. He will go down as a legend in Wildcat hockey. He's the best captain the coach could ask for simply because he was willing to do anything for the betterment of the team, even if that meant being the bad guy. His insatiable appetite for success and daily drive for greatness rubs off on the rest of his team like nobody I've ever seen. He led vocally and by example. I'll miss the countless hours we spent on the phone, on the bus, in the hotel, over Zoom or whatever, constantly trying to find ways to push the program just 1 inch better. To be a captain here is a tremendous responsibility. I'll forever be in his debt for all he did to continue the growth of this program. It's going to be a very strange sense not making those calls to such a constant basis, but I look forward to continuing our friendship, watching him grow into the incredible person he already is. I will never forget the huge shot blocks, game-winning goals, big hits, net drives, snipes, back checks, and etc. But what I'll miss the most is the person. Watching him oversee in the middle of the night as a captain of Team USA, wearing a gold medal over his neck, is one of the most proud moments I've ever had as a coach. I can't think of any more of a deserving person. Jesse Lowe will leave here with 4 Cactus Cups, 1 WCHL Conference Championship, and a gold medal as an assistant captain while representing Team USA at the World University Games as a team captain. A MACUB Games gold medal, WCHL All-First Team, Wildcat Rookie of the Year, Wildcat Team MVP. He'll leave here as a legend, tallying 107 points in 115 games played. He's joined tonight by his parents, Marla and Scott Lowell, his uncle Jeff, his girlfriend Krista, brother Jared, also a Wildcat hockey alumnus, and future Wildcat hockey nephew Beckett. Give it up for Jesse Lowell.
So an emotional evening here at the Tucson Arena as we say goodbye to some of the most influential players the program has ever seen, especially Jesse Lowell. So now as ASU takes the ice to get this game started, it's going to be a little bit hard speaking with some of the seniors to get the focus dialed in right away. So many emotions. These guys knowing it's not their final game on the TCC ice, as we will be back on Saturday at 1 p.m. to take on ASU once again. But they know the Cactus Cup is on the line, family are in the building, and just such a special experience for these guys to be able to play in this building in front of this crowd, Garrett.
Yeah, it's definitely an emotional night tonight. Having all the family and friends here tonight in this arena is definitely going to motivate them to push even harder for their family and kind of show off a little bit and end the season off on a good night.
So let's get the starting lineups.
At left wing from Gilbert, Arizona, number 3, Brian Erickson. At right wing from Reading, Connecticut, number 33, Michael Pizzo. At center from Phoenix, Arizona, number 11, Will Josephson. At left defense from West Dundee, Illinois, number 5, John Shively. At right defense from Anaheim Hills, California, number 6, Ryan Fisher. And in goal from Bridgman, Michigan, number 1, TJ Debulianeri. And now, Wildcat fans, we ask you to rise if you are able and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming. After all gets red
So a huge night here at the Tucson Arena. February 15th, this Thursday, a chance for the Wildcats to win a 6th consecutive Cactus Cup. It is always the #1 goal of this program. A national championship is the ultimate goal, but beating ASU is the best feeling in the world for this Wildcat program. And for those seniors who will be leaving the team this season, nothing is more important than continuing that legacy of Cactus Cup dominance.
Yeah, keeping the cup here in the Tucson Arena for the foreseeable future is definitely a goal of the Wildcats, and senior night, they definitely want to show off here tonight to the Tucson fans in the building and their family and friends. So tonight's going to be a very exciting game.
But for ASU, this is also their most important games of the season. ASU comes in unranked. Wildcats are ranked number 16th in the ACHA. A huge game for standings as well. And ASU, as much as the U of A want to be heroes, they want to come in and play the villain. So as we get the first puck drop, not quite going as planned. It'll be number 13, Kylie Ram, for ASU in against Will Josephson. So fourth lines battling against each other, and the Wildcats get the first possession of the game in a matchup where the first goal is going to be so critical, because this building is either going to explode or ASU will be able to silence this crowd. As ASU, they look to bring the puck over the red line. Number 13, Kylie Ram, dumps it in, gets his own check, and a chance out in front, and DeMillionaire has to make a huge save in the first minute of this game. Now ASU looking to hold it at the point, but a great defensive effort by Brian Erickson to poke that away and get the puck out of the zone.
Yeah, that was a great recovery by the ASU Sundevils defense, kind of pinching Erickson off a little bit on that play so he doesn't break loose on that breakaway.
But now ASU in a change, they get numbers over the line. Number 19, Connor Tillman, he dumps it over there to number 18, White, and a battle in the corner. So the Wildcats need to survive the initial effort of the ASU group, who are going to come out here and try to make everyone in this building upset. Now a shot here from White, and DeMillionaire makes the save. But number 13, Kylie Ram, he gets it on the forecheck, gets his own dump in, and feeds a beautiful chance out into the slot. So the Wildcats, there's a lot of emotions on that bench, a lot of distractions on senior night. But as we can see right off the bat, ASU, they're dialed in and focused, and the Wildcats are going to have to match that. Now Tillman, he touches it back to White. Good hit there, gets a cheer from the crowd right away. Hunter Hodgson, he goes into battle in the corner as Shetland pulls it out. Now the captain, Jesse Lowell, can't get it out of the zone. ASU, with the initial pressure in the first minute and a half, is Robinson. He gets it over there to number 8, Gross. Gross out in front with a couple chances, and DeMillionaire has to fight that off. So ASU all over the Wildcats to start this first period.
Yeah, the Wildcats have definitely had some defensive breakdowns. ASU is really taking over the time inside the Wildcats zone and really putting tenacity right here in the first period.
So the heart rates are certainly high on the bench, on the ice, and up here in the booth. This win would mean so much to this program. So the Wildcats just need to kind of find their legs, get things under control a little bit, and start putting some pressure in the ASU zone. As Sam Myers not able to get it out, Lowell comes in for support. ASU holds it at the blue line, a quick shot, and DeMillionaire with another save.
And the Sundevils are being very aggressive on the blue line, trying to keep as much zone time as possible to get as many shots on TJ.
And TJ, who has stepped up huge for this program as the #1 goalie. Wildcats need to get him a bit of support and start spending some time in the ASU zone. So now, face off in the U of A zone. The Wildcats do get possession. Ziegler, he needs to get this out. Swiger with a little touch pass, but they don't connect. So everything right now just a couple inches off, allowing ASU to continue their zone time. Again, puck doesn't get out. That one goes wide. So a couple opportunities for clears on this sequence, and ASU has been able to hold it in and win the puck battles. So now a chance here for Ty Marchant, but a good job by Dylan Walker to poke that out of the zone and force ASU to try to recover and get back in.
Yeah, Sundevils definitely sat down and watched some game film. They're really seeing what the Wildcats are doing and all the plays that they're trying to make, trying to get the puck out of the zone.
So now Jack Curley in all alone on the forecheck, and ASU, they'll get some time and space to skate it out. A good burst of speed by Friesen. as he dumps it into the corner. John Shively, he touches it out there. A big hit along the boards by Robinson. ASU comes away with the puck and a shot, and they score. So ASU, absolute dominance in the first 3 minutes, and they get rewarded with the first goal. So the Wildcats really need to fix about everything that's been going on so far. As number 72, Boyer, buries that one on TJ.
Yeah, it looks like that shot went right past TJ's right pad and into the back of the net.
So the sustained pressure from ASU, and the Wildcats just not able to weather the storm, not able to get the puck out, and they pay the price. So there's going to be a lot of work here to do for the Wildcats already on this Thursday evening. As I said, Wildcats come in ranked number 16, ASU unranked. So in terms of ASU fighting for rankings, they could get a really big jump in those if they're able to pull out a win here. But the Wildcats now with a rush over the line. Eddie Slack, he gets it into the zone. Quick shot there and a save by Creasy. So the Wildcats do respond right away with a good shift after that goal.
Yeah, the Wildcats will definitely be looking for more of those plays, crashing the net, trying to pick up on those rebounds.
So a good job there by the Wildcats to respond and at least get the puck into the ASU zone for basically the first time in this period. And Brody Selman, he'll come in to take the face-off. Another one of those departing seniors who's had such a great career here at the University of Arizona. So the Wildcats not able to get possession off the draw, but a good job by Rossi to put his man into the boards. Selman, he works it back to the point. Quick shot there. And Creasy has to stick that into the corner as Selman goes in on a 2-on-1 board battle. Puck comes away. Selman, can he get it? Slack in support, and Ari Rossi with a massive hit along the boards. So those type of little plays and responses are going to be critical as ASU has to feel like they have got complete control of this game so far. And now Kylie Ram, they work it into the slot. Another chance in on TJ as he's able to fight it out. Rossi gets it up through the middle. Now a good burst of speed by Erickson. He dumps it in, goes in. Josephson trying to go in support, but Lee makes a smart outlet play. So another big hit there along the boards, this time by Michael Pizzo on number 18, White. So the Wildcats trying to respond, but now it's Gross over the line, tries to drag it to the slot, nowhere to go with it. Pizzo, multiple Sun Devils all over him, so the Sun Devils certainly with the better legs so far to begin this game. Now Ty Marchant, he can't work it through, and now Will Josephson looks to find the outlet to Sam Myers, and he does, but stood up well at the line by Cade Olson.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep your head up in this game. Hits are flying both sides, and just as long as both teams maintain their composure, they can stay out of the box.
And staying 5-on-5 is key for the Wildcats. Is on paper in every way, the Wildcats have a better roster, fielding a better team on the ice, but ASU does not care about that at the moment as they've been the better team effort-wise and have outworked the Wildcats with 15:34 left to go in the first period as Shetland goes in to take the face-off against Gross. Shetland able to win it back, play off the boards. We'll see if this one goes down for an icing. Puck gets on edge, doesn't get all the way down, so now Jesse Lowell, he looks to finish his hit on Olsen, but Gross, he's going to outrace Tyler Shetland down the boards. Tries to feed it over there to Robinson. They can't connect. Shively in the corner. He gets knocked down. Jesse Lowell not able to get the puck out of the zone. So certainly didn't expect the Wildcats to necessarily put up a shutout in such an important game for ASU, but they need to respond with some offensive pressure as the hits have been, always get a good cheer from the crowd, but they need to start putting some shots in on Creasy. And then once again, ASU gets in on the forecheck. Chance here from the slot, a quick shot, pad save. And ASU, they get to the puck first as it's Palmer. He gets it in deep. Jared Overland for the U of A finds the outlet pass. And now a nice pass up there to Jack Curley. He tries to get it down the boards and does. Dylan Walker pulls it around the back of the net. Walker, he gets tied up. Swiger trying to get his man off the puck, and they do. Held at the point, a quick shot, looking for a tip, and they get it, but it goes wide on Creasy. So Zach Langus not able to hold it in at the line, but keeps fighting. Good stick work and breaks up the play.
And ASU is really rushing through the neutral zone, trying to gain entry on the Wildcats.
And a good read there by Connor Ziegler to pick off that pass, and that'll send Eddie Slack the other way. Now Slack trying to get through 2 players, and he does. Chance out in front, and they can't connect as the ASU player took Brody Selman out before he could finish the backdoor play. But Eddie Slack with a great single-man rush to set up the opportunity there.
That was a great defensive play by Trenton White, bring down Brody Selman before he can make a play, get that tip off. Because as you saw, the ASU goalie was on the other post still.
So Eddie Slack, though, good effort through the middle of the ice to at least create a scoring opportunity. ASU defends it well. So after that first goal by ASU, U of A has been turning around the momentum a little bit.
Yeah, glad to see Brody Selman's up on his feet. He's been very injury prone this season.
So now Brody Selman in to take the face-off as the Wildcats look to establish some offensive zone time. Face-off such a huge part of that dynamic. In there against Friesen to take the draw. He gets warned. So we'll drop the puck again. Selman and Friesen. Selman able to win it back there, but puck almost comes out the other way with numbers for ASU. So Eddie Slack, he controls it there, finds the outlet to Rossi. Now Rossi with a little time and space. Quick shot there on Creasy, not able to glove it down, and then Rossi with a huge hit. Selman out in front, and he just puts it through the crease. But Ari Rossi with a great job to create that. Now Fisher, he goes down low to Rossi. Quick shot on Creasy there, and he's able to hold it as the punches will start getting thrown in the crease, and the Wildcats just need to keep their composure and let ASU go to the box if they want to. So a Wildcat player gets dragged down by 2 ASU players, and this is obviously the type of game we expect from these 2 rivals. But Creasy not able to cleanly glove that, gave up a rebound. So the Wildcats, if they can get shots in bunches, have a good chance to beat him there as the puck will stay in the ASU zone. We'll see where they decide to drop that.
And this is definitely a very high stakes game. If the Wildcats come out with a win, they keep the Cactus Cup here in Tucson. So ASU definitely doesn't want that to happen. They didn't come from Phoenix just to lose this game here tonight.
So that puck will come out of the zone for the face-off as Josephson gets in there. And we'll see what the refs decide in terms of calling the extracurriculars, as they want to keep a lid on this game, but they're also going to let these 2 rivals go at it. So touched into the zone there. Ryan Fisher races back to get it. Needs to find a clean outlet, but he takes a hard hit there. That puck almost comes out to the slot to Kylie Ram, but takes a bounce over his stick. Fortunate for the U of A. Jam play out in front, and ASU fighting for that second goal. Erickson trying to get up through the middle, and Shively will just skate it back and recover here.
That was a great play by Shively. Maintain possession here. Get a nice clean breakout set up.
So 12:48 left to go in the first period. Wildcats down by 1 on a goal from Boyer from ASU, and once again ASU just continues to break up the outlets. So now Michael Pizzo will just settle things down a little bit here. Not sure where he was going with that pass, and it comes right over to ASU again. They get a shot. DeMillionaire has to fight that one out of the crease in a quick clear. Wildcats need a line change, and they also need to make some better decisions.
Yeah, TJ DeMillionaire is really keeping the Wildcats in this game, and I'm sure he's looking for offensive plays.
So Michael Pizzo, who has been a great addition to this program, coming in at the winter break, filling some of that offensive depth, but have to be smarter with the passes, as it was almost a direct turnover to ASU in the slot. So now Shetland, he gets in to take the face-off against Kylie Ram. Shetland able to win it there, but the Wildcats can't keep possession. Little dump play there up through the middle. Racing to the puck is Newland, and he gets there and almost pokes it past TJ. So the Wildcats get a little bit of puck luck here as Sam Myers, he'll fight it through the zone. Now Myers looks to the slot. Quick shot in on Creasy, right in the Sun Devil crest, and the Wildcats will get a face-off out of this.
Yeah, that was a great play by Newland. He almost tapped that in.
So the lob pass up through the middle. Newland wins the foot race. TJ tries to come out to play it, and very quickly ASU almost makes this a 2-0 game.
And the Sun Devils is a very, very quick team. They definitely have a lot of legs, and they definitely maintain all throughout the 3 periods.
And They have had the better of the pressure so far, looked like the more determined team. So the Wildcats need to start matching that. Really haven't seen too many possession plays by the Wildcats necessarily in the offensive zone, not forcing the ASU players to really defend too much, but there's still a lot of hockey left to play, obviously. ACHA, a league full of scoring. So Tyler Shetland in to take the draw against Gross. Wildcats able to win it, but ASU fights through and gets to the puck first, and now the captain, Jesse Lowell, he touches it down. But not able to keep possession was Myers. Hunter Hodgson, he reaches back against Robinson, and he'll just touch that to TJ as he holds the puck for a face-off. So every little board battle right now and every little puck battle has just been going the way of ASU as Jesse Lowell barking at Gross.
That's definitely something that's part of the game, having your word with other players, trying to get in their heads. But you definitely want to keep it clean.
So the Wildcats, if they can force ASU to go on the PK, that would be huge. So keeping their composure, trying to get under ASU's skin. But ASU has the ability to frustrate this Wildcat group, as we've seen over the years, as there's a number of players on both of these teams that have been playing against one another for quite a while. So ASU able to win that one through. Quick little outlet pass there. Good touch by Tristan Swiger as he gets to the puck and he gets dragged down. No call on the play. Swiger tries to bring it out front. So a lot of extra work there done on Swiger to pull him down, but the refs decide nothing going on that. And as long as the threshold gets held at that, no problem with it. But as someone who's been doing the commentating for a couple years, the worst thing you can ever do is assume the refs will do what you think they will.
Yeah, I think he didn't call it there because they were both moving their feet, but at the same time, could have been a scoring chance.
So Tristan Swiger, who has made a huge impact this season on the scoring front, joining this group for his first season, almost gets the Wildcats a good opportunity, but ASU able to defend once again by using their feet, skating, and now ASU up at the point. Lee with a quick shot. That one gets blocked down in front. The Wildcats not able to get possession as Walker. He'll pressure Lee. Good job there by Jack Curley. Can't skate onto it, but now Swiger does. Jack Curley, number 8, another late addition for the Wildcats at the winter break. But it comes out to Kennedy. He'll touch the puck up there. Quick shot, but a good stick in the lane as that one gets over the net, as Cooch for ASU tried to get another shot on goal.
Yeah, what's very interesting for the Sundevils, they always have 2 men on the puck, whether that be in the Wildcat zone or their own zone. So I feel like that's why they're getting the puck out very quickly when it's in the Sundevils zone and going back the other way.
And the Wildcats just have not been able to match the intensity so far. And speaking with head coach Chad Berman before the game, that could be a common issue on these senior nights, as so many guys with so many emotions. You know, there's the distractions before the game with the ceremony, but ASU has just come in dialed, and the Wildcats need to make sure they don't allow ASU to beat them in their own building here on a Thursday. And now Ari Rossi, he takes a quick shot. Creasy blockers that up high. Rossi gets to it along the boards. Now Rossi trying to fight away with it, and he does. So Rossi with another quick shot, and Creasy will hold that one. Selman posted out in front. So an intense battle as we expected here, always between the U of A and ASU, 2 teams that absolutely do not like each other. And ASU, they know that they can come in this Thursday and Saturday and win the Cactus Cup for the first time in 6 years on U of A ice, which would just be a nightmare for the U of A program, which means these games mean so much to both teams, and we've seen that intensity reflected here in the first period. But now the Wildcats win a face-off. Shively dumps it down low. Rossi down there with Olsen. Selman in support. Kylie Ram gets in there. Now Rossi comes away with it. Rossi looking for a quick shot. That one hit a body. Now Fisher with a shot. That one gets blocked by Newland. And it'll be Butler coming down the other way. Shively defending him. Shively, good stick work and good support from Brody Selman to break up that rush. Rossi looking for an outlet. He gets absolutely buried in the corner, but takes a hit to make a play. Now Ryan Fisher. That one gets poked out of the zone. They feed it over the middle to Kylie Ram. A lot of time and space. Bit of a defensive breakdown here as ASU has a lot of time, and a huge hit there by Rossi, who's had a couple already in this first period, as that'll just get lob wedged out to the blue line, and the Wildcats go for a change.
Yeah, Ari Rossi is definitely showing his size in the first period, really laying the body and keeping up with the physicality.
One of the few bright spots here for the Wildcats in the beginning of this game, but now Michael Pizzo, he looks to feed it over, gets it to Erickson onside. Erickson, nice little stop move, pulls it from his knees as the U of A chants here start at the Tucson Arena. ASU looking to just ring it around the boards and get it out. Can U of A keep it in? They do, but not for long as Gross, he feeds the puck up to the blue line. That one gets turned over. Erickson with a huge hit there to set up Pizzo for some possession. So Pizzo fans on the first shot attempt, able to keep possession though. So Brian Erickson, another physical player, as the hits have been a bright spot for the Wildcats. Goals hopefully coming from that effort. Now Josephson, he looks to feed it up there to Pizzo once again. Pizzo not able to keep possession with Friesen on him. And now ASU with a little bit of time and space to feed it up through the middle. They don't connect with anyone, but gets touched by a couple players as TJ has to have good communication there with his D, and he does. As Zach Langus, nice little move there to open up some space. Now Sam Myers loses it but keeps possession. Myers stops up looking for a pass. Quick shot out in front, and Tyler Shetland with a great opportunity in the slot set up by Myers.
And the Wildcats are definitely getting their shot opportunities here, but they're not really picking corners. They're shooting a lot in the pads and on the chest of the ASU goalie.
So now Lowell, he throws a huge hit into the boards and takes down Erdman. So the Wildcats getting their legs under them, ramping up the intensity, and now the captain, Jesse Lowell, he feeds it in deep. Tristan Swiger gets there first. Now Swiger tries to feed Lowell, but a diving block there. U of A keeps possession, a quick shot. I don't think Creasy knew where that one was as that hit him in the pads, and ASU will be forced to ice it as the U of A begins to pour on the pressure.
Yeah, the Wildcats are definitely working their way into this game. Shots have been fired, hits have been thrown, so they're feeling a little bit more comfortable towards the end of this first period with 7:38 left.
So ASU out shooting the U of A 9-6 so far, but Tyler Shetland had an incredible opportunity out in the slot. Couple good shifts in a row to try to get this Wildcat group feeling the confidence again as this TCC crowd is just waiting to erupt. Curley wins the face-off out in front for Curley, and he scores! Jack Curley, assisted by Dylan Walker. What a move, what a finish, and what a response from the Wildcats as those couple of shifts mount, and Jack Curley says tie game.
Yeah, that was a perfectly placed shot by Jack Curley. Backhand straight up into the top of the netting.
And what great patience there to go forehand, backhand, and elevate the puck. But a lot of credit to Dylan Walker, who gets in support on the faceoff and gives the TCC crowd what they've been waiting for as the Wildcats tie this game at 1.
Arizona Wildcat goal! Scored by number 8, Jack Curley. Assisted by number 16, Dylan Walker. And number 24, Tristan Swiger. Time of the goal, 12:26. Again, Wildcat goal scored by number 8, Jack Curley. Assisted by Dylan Walker and Tristan Swiger. Time of the goal, 12:26.
So after surviving the initial storm from ASU, the Wildcats start to put on pressure of their own, and with a huge response goal to tie this game up in the first and get the chance going from the U of A crowd.
And as you can see, even there on the first shift after that goal, it really changed the intensity on both teams.
I think ASU was feeling pretty good about themselves after that first one, kind of let up a little bit, but right away they bring the puck back into the zone, try to apply pressure of their own. But Jack Curley scores a huge goal on senior night. And when you see guys like Jack Curley, who did come in halfway through the season, step up like that, you love to see it. Now Newland tries to get a shot away, can't do it. Overland, good little play there off the boards to make sure it doesn't go for an icing as ASU tries to take advantage of the line change, but can't connect with Kylie Ram as they ice it themselves.
That was a perfect play, but there by Overland not getting another icing because you can't change once you ice the puck, all those players have to stay on the ice. So you can't just throw it up for an icing and get a quick change if you're gassed.
So hopefully that's a sign that the decision making will improve a little bit here from the Wildcats after a sloppy start. Not 6:55 left to go in the first. Stick around during the intermissions as we will have a credit for the Wildcat interns who are graduating this semester, and also interviews with all of the players who are graduating. We'll have 3 interviews per intermission, so if you'd like to see those, stick around during the intermission. So TJ, he'll just cover that one smartly there.
And a little bit of a line change here with Ziegler. He's going to be paired up with Zach Langus on the back end. And TJ is definitely looking to maintain this 0-goal differential with this face-off in the Wildcats zone. It's going to be Brody Selman taking this face-off for the Wildcats. Wildcats win it back. Ziegler dumps that puck around. Wildcats couldn't quite get that puck out of the zone. It's going to be behind the net.
So Robinson not able to fight through the check of Brody Selman. So the Wildcats do a good job here. And that'll go down for an icing, though, against the Wildcats.
Yeah, the intensity of this first period has definitely went down since the game has been tied up.
So we will be honoring the interns who are graduating this semester at center ice during the first intermission, and then we will also have interviews with 3 of the graduating seniors. So the Wildcats not able to win the face-off here is White. A quick shot in. DeMillionaire has to fight that one off, and a great save there to make sure that this one stays at a tie game as Ari Rossi dumps it into the corner. Selman racing in after it, throws one through the slot. Slack not able to connect with it. So now ASU over the line. Quick shot. TJ can't handle the rebound, but Slack, good stick work there. TJ, another big save and another chance out in front, and somehow TJ gets across for another save. So TJ DeMillionaire, he'll get the roars from the crowd as he keeps the Wildcats in this game in the first period. So now Robinson with time and space, and he scores. So Robinson, the former NCAA D1 player, picks the corner. Shively tried to get in the lane, but just not able to do so.
So the Wildcats were definitely trying to maintain that 0-goal differential going into the second period, but it looks like it couldn't quite happen for them. 5:40 left here in the first period.
So after TJ makes a number of huge saves, it's just too much time and space for the former NCAA D1 player to get a snipe away. So the Wildcats down 2-1 in the first period, but now response will be everything. Good rush over the line here. Another quick shot. They try to go low glove on TJ again, and that one comes out through the slot. So ASU feeding off of the response from that go-ahead goal, continuing to put on the pressure. And now maybe a chance for Erickson as he races to it. Creasy, he has to come out and play it to make sure the Wildcats can't get possession. Battle along the boards, but a good job there. And a great hit by Connor Ziegler to make sure that the ASU not able to get that puck into the slot.
Yeah, Connor Ziegler, not the biggest player on the U of A team, but he definitely uses his body when he does.
Plays with a big heart. Yeah, not the biggest guy, but plays with a big heart. There's no doubt about that. As Zach Langus gets taken hard into the corner there by Boyer. Now a chance out in the slot, all alone, and just could not get much away on that chance, but ASU doing a much better job setting up in the U of A zone as the defensive lapses have continued here for the Wildcats throughout the first. Tries to take it around the back of the net, but Marchant couldn't stay on his skates. Now Newland, he gets taken down by Shetland, but is able to recover and get up to it. Wildcats, 5 men collapsing down low. Can they spring Myers? They're not able to reach him, but no icing on the play. So Myers forces his man off the puck, tries to get it out in front, and the net gets dislodged as Myers was put into it. now the Wildcats with work to do once again. 3:58 left to go in the first period. So Jack Curley with the lone goal for the University of Arizona. Boyer and Robinson scoring for ASU. It is what has been an intense matchup so far, but ASU the better team at the Tucson Arena on this Thursday evening.
Yeah, and you definitely can't say the Wildcats haven't been crashing the net. There's been quite a bit of maintenance and construction on Creasy's goal.
So now Curley in to take the face-off. Good face-off win there as Fisher over to Shively. He rings it around. Walker tries to get in on Kruk, and he does, but ASU, good decision-making to find the outlet. Now with speed, it's Kylie Ram over the red line, takes the free space. Ram drops it back, but a good back check by Swiger to break up that play. So a little bit of a mishandle there. U of A not able to take advantage. Fisher, he pokes it away. Now ASU over the line with numbers. Ram, he drops it down, but a good defensive play. Shively went for a tumble, and now Swiger feeds it up to Curley. They've been out there for a little while, so I'm guessing they're going to go for a change. Curley does at least. And for ASU, it's been their decision-making in the outlets and a little bit of the lack of the forechecking pressure from the U of A group. So still a lot of hockey left to play here in a one-goal game. But the Wildcats, it's the little details right now that have been missing from their game that have given them so much success over their previous home wins against ASU. So now TJ, he'll hold that up for Overland. Overland tries to work with his D partner, and once again, ASU doing a better job on the forecheck, but they find the outlet now. So Eddie Slack in a race against Robinson, gets it in deep. Wildcats will change a little bit. Rossi gets in there to put the pressure on Creasy, but there's no one to follow up with him. So now Robinson, he hits Gross with speed through the blue line. The Wildcats commit multiple defensemen to the lone player, and luckily for them, a bouncing puck means there's not another opportunity. So 2:22 left to go in the first period here at the Tucson Arena. Wildcats down by 1 after the go-ahead goal from Robinson. So now Josephson in to take the face-off against Gross. So the refs make sure both guys understand how face-offs work, and then able to win it there was Gross, but a great effort by Michael Pizzo to force that puck out of the zone. So now Langus, he gets it to Pizzo. Pizzo gets it over to Josephson. Josephson looking for a chance out in front, and they just can't quite get it back to Josephson. Now over to Ziegler, or Langus. He bangs off the board, chance out in front. No idea how that one went wide, but a good job there by Zach Langus. Board play gets a chance for the Wildcats as Ziegler, he has the pressure applied, but wins the stick battle. So now Connor Ziegler gets it over to Brian Erickson. Now Will Josephson out there with Jesse Lowell. Decides to dump it in and go in on Marchant. Josephson with a good hit. Lowell follows up. Wildcats looking for a chance. Puck's loose. And Creasy was able to glove that one and get the stoppage. But Jesse Lowell and Will Josephson following up with a couple big hits. So the Wildcats not going out of this period easily with 1:31 left to go. We will keep the stream going during the first intermission just to get, as we honor the interns who are graduating and have contributed so much to this program during the course of this season. As Tyler Shetland in to take the face-off, ASU crashes the dot, comes away with it. Shetland pokes it over to the captain, Jesse Lowell. He gets it over. They try to go back across the zone, but ASU read it the whole way as Creasy has to settle that one behind his net in the final minute 15 of this period. Jesse Lowell flushes ASU out of the zone, but a good job there by Kennedy to settle the puck down, get in on the forecheck. He puts Ryan Fisher hard into the boards, but Fisher battles through. Sam Myers gets a touch on it, but it's below the red line, and that will be an icing coming back into the U of A zone. So all of the seniors who are graduating know exactly what it would mean to win this Cactus Cup on senior night. With a game coming up on Saturday, maybe give them a little bit of a chance to celebrate this evening, but there's going to be nothing to celebrate if ASU comes out of this building with a win. So now tied up there is Ram and Curley, but ASU comes away with it. And also interesting, no penalties in this first period, so good clean game so far between the two teams. Jack Curley, he'll lob that one down through the zone. Rolling puck won't go down for an icing. 35 seconds left to go in a period that ASU has got to feel very good about heading back into that locker room if they can hold this lead. Now Kylie Ram with a great move, tries to elevate it and just picks the crossbar. So Olsen looks to go back down to Kylie Ram. Swiger, can he find the outlet? Just too much on it for Curley with 15 seconds left. So the message in the locker room from Chad Berman, going to need to get this group going in the right direction, as it's been somewhat of an even first period, but ASU with the better of the play. Walker can't win the puck battle as the horn sounds. So we will kill the mics, bring in the PA, and we will honor the interns out at center ice who are graduating. 2-1 after one, ASU leading, goals coming from Robinson and Boyer. Jack Curley with the lone goal for the U of A. So we will be back to bring you the second period after the first intermission interviews with the graduating seniors and honoring the media interns. Sebastian Janik with Garrett Kane up in the booth. This is Wildcat Hockey.
All right, Wildcat fans, we'd like to take a moment to honor the graduating media operations students here for the University of Arizona Wildcat hockey team. We'd like to start with Jackson Stelmarski, majored in film and TV with a minor in theater. Caleb Beard, planning to write a movie somewhere plugged into the industry. Daniel O'Brien. Daniel was a double major in film and TV and English and is planning on moving back to Chicago. Jose Gonzalez Hernandez with a Bachelor of Arts in Film and TV and a minor in Business Administration. Will get his master's degree in Business Administration and a business-related degree and moving back to Chicago. Sam Key. Sam was in English in Film and TV and then traveling this summer and law school in the fall. Adam Harper with a Bachelor of Arts in Film and Television. As of now, postgrad plans are to work at the University of Arizona Student Union full-time and take part in film gigs as they come around town. And Brooke DeLong with the Bachelor of Science in Sports and Society. As of now, postgrad plans will be to work for a professional sports team in sales or marketing. Let's give a nice round of applause for the media operations student interns.
Hello, Wildcat hockey fans. I want to say thank you very much for making my time here at the University of Arizona for the last 4 years so special. I do feel truly do feel blessed to be able to say that I was able to spend my college years playing for the University of Arizona Wildcat hockey team. I'd like to say thank you to my mom and my dad for being the biggest support system throughout my entire hockey career and throughout college. They were always there. No matter how far away they lived, they were always supporting, watching online, or making trips out as often as they could. I'd also like to thank my sister. She was also a very big motivator for me throughout my career. She would always tune in and watch as well, and I'm just very grateful for their support. I'd also like to thank both my grandparents. They'd make the trip down from Phoenix to come and watch, and I know that would be really hard for them to do, but I'm very grateful and thankful that they were always there whenever they could be. I'd say my favorite memory as a Wildcat was the first game I played against ASU in the TCC for the first Cactus Cup win. That's something I'll never forget, just because I've never played hockey in an atmosphere like that, and that was really special. I just remember being on the ice, looking up, hearing the crowd, and that's something that, I'll take with me for the rest of my life. In terms of the culture of the program, that's the main reason why I decided to come. I knew that, it was really good people, good coaching staff, just all around. Everybody involved was, the people I wanted to be surrounding myself with throughout my college years. So I'd say overall the culture of the program is what truly made it special. And the fans and playing in the TCC is just a cherry on top.
Hey Wildcat fans, it's Ryan Fisher here. I just want to say thank you to the fans here. I want to thank my parents too for their sacrifice financially and taking a lot of time out of their day to help me go to practice, and also taking a lot of time out of their weekend as well. I also want to thank my sisters for sacrificing their social lives during the weekend for them to come watch me and support me during my games. I also want to thank Chad Berman for recruiting me and just being a great coach overall. I would say my favorite memory here is scoring the game winner against ASU, seeing all the smiles on all the boys' faces when I scored that goal. Yeah, I definitely felt like I've grown, and Wildcat hockey's definitely helped significantly throughout me as a freshman. Looking back now, the person I am today, and I just can't thank the program enough for that. And we're extremely blessed here. You look at other facilities, and you look at us, the stadium we play in, the crowds that we get to play in front of, and the school that we go to also. So overall, the program is just something tremendous that many people want to be a part of, and I'm extremely blessed to be part of it. I just want to shout out also Matt Hull and Ben Jones for them recruiting me, because I didn't know if I was going to play hockey or not at school, and they convinced me, and it's really helped me just become a better person, and has kept me on the right track. So I can't thank them enough as well.
All right, thank you, Wildcat fans, for just making this the best experience I've ever had as a hockey player. Thank you, Mom, Dad, my brother Kyle. You guys have pushed me to be the best person I could be, and have pushed me to be an unreal hockey player. So I just want to say thank you guys for doing everything you can to make this experience amazing. I'd say my favorite memory as a Wildcat player would be my first Cactus Cup. Just seeing what happens when we get a win against our rivals, it was just amazing. I'd say I've grown as a person from coming here, seeing the seniors and all the veterans my first year, and then trying to live that on through them. And then I'd just like to say a shout out to Berman, just for making the transition easy from Buffalo State and coming here. You made me feel like family. I'd also like to shout out the Marshall brothers as well. They made it super easy because they're all Chicago guys. And yeah, so thank you.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, as we get set to drop the puck on the second period. Wildcats down by 1 after the first as Robinson scored the go-ahead goal. Not a lot of opportunity for TJ on that one as he was screened as Shively tried to get into the lane. Always one of the dangerous sides of the defense, Garrett. You try to block a shot, but you end up screening your own goalie in the process.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're not blocking the goalie's line of sight, and you kind of want to position yourself sideways so you know where the goalie's position and also where ASU is.
And Robinson was just able to pick that glove side as we got offsetting penalties to end the first period as Cade Olson, number 4 for ASU, will head to the box, and number 18, the captain, Jesse Lowell. So the first penalties of the game end up being offsetting minors for unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the period. So 40 minutes of hockey left to play and some work to be done by this Wildcat group that was largely outplayed by ASU in the first period.
Yeah, ASU definitely came out with their guns blazing right at the first couple of shifts, really outplaying the Wildcats and maintained a lot of zone entry, a lot of zone time in the first period all throughout.
So with 4-on-4 to start the period, some more ice out there opened up for these players. See what some of the skilled guys can do with that extra time and space as Gross in to take the face-off, and Shetland gets such the important part of 4-on-4 or 3-on-3 as we see in the NHL now, with possession is everything. So Shetland, he'll look to wind it up, gets around his man. Shetland down the wing, feeds to Myers out in front. Myers, he gets his stick tied up, but able to keep possession. Now Myers tries to go out to the middle. Good shot in there on Creasy. As Shively, he goes across to Fisher. Fisher looking to get it down deep, and he does. Now Myers looks to feed it back out in front. Puck still loose as they jam at the side of the net. Myers comes away with it. Tried to go to the slot, couldn't create the lane, but fights through the stick check to create possession once again. Walker can't find Fisher. So now Walker, fresh skater on the ice for U of A. He's shadowed by Marchant. Drops it back to Shively as ASU, they get fresh bodies on the ice. Now Shively can't connect with Swiger as the Wildcats had a little bit of an awkward change there. Pass into the skates of Walker, but over the line, a little bit of Keystone Cops there as the Wildcats go down, but Walker able to give them time to get back up and recover. Walker trying to keep possession. He tries to feed it back to the point and does. So the Wildcats, good chance here. A tip out in front by Swiger, but ASU comes away with it.
And the Wildcats are definitely taking over the possession here. Shot on goal.
And if that one would have came off the boards a little bit harder, Walker might have had an open back door. But now Hodgson over to Overland. He goes back to Hodgson. Now Hodgson looking for a tip out in front. Swiger just couldn't get a blade on it as Creasy fights the rebound off into the corner.
That was a beautiful positioned shot there from the point, but Swiger couldn't capitalize on that play.
Yeah, they looked for the tip play there and almost got it. 5 seconds left to go on the penalties as Olson's up in the box. Lowell, he gets back onto his skates as the Wildcats look to maybe spring Lowell out of the box. Swiger goes middle to Overland. Overland, he'll dump it in, and Creasy has to blocker it as Selman and Lowell try to go to work down below the net. Lee in a battle there with Lowell. Lowell, great job to come away with it. Tries to fight his way to the crease and does. Now a quick shot there, but that one hit Selman. That stung him as his leg went a little bit wobbly. Good hit there by Slack down in the corner. As that ASU player is slow to get up. Can't see who it is, but he's hobbling back to the bench, and a good bit of discomfort after that hit from Slack, and a dangerous chance there as Zach Langus tried to block that puck and almost redirected it in on TJ.
And that was Ben Chase kind of hobbling back to the ASU bench after that hit.
So Ben Chase, we'll see how quickly he returns to the ice. So the 4-on-4 Wildcats do get some good momentum out of it. A couple good opportunities, but ASU weathers the storm. Back to 5-on-5 as Josephson comes in to take the face-off. So Josephson tries to win it to Erickson, and Erickson with a good effort to fight it into the ASU zone against Olson. Pizzo can't tie up Marchant as Josephson looked to line him up. And U of A will be content to just keep getting this puck in, try to work that forecheck. Something that was severely lacking in the first period. No icing here as Shively. He's under pressure there from Boyer, one of the goal scorers for ASU.
Great play there by Connor Ziegler to get time and space.
Well, the only problem was he put it back to Josephson with no real place for Josephson to go. But Ziegler, who has done a great job transitioning from offense to defense, as the U of A's defensive depth has been challenged all season long by injury. Now another quick shot here is ASU with a lot of time to just tee up shots as the Wildcats try to figure out the defensive coverage. Erickson touches it down, no icing, 16-14 left to go in the second period. ASU up by 1 at the Tucson Arena. Great hit there by the captain, Jesse Lowell. Shetland tries to feed Myers. Pass was just a little bit too hard for him. Shetland tries to throw the hit, but ASU comes away with possession. Nice little drop pass there. Pad saved by TJ, and Butler is almost able to follow up on his own rebound. Now a chance for Palmer as he rips one, and I think TJ might have just got the shaft of the stick on that one as ASU go into work in the U of A zone.
ASU definitely came to play here tonight, really taking over the zone time again here in the second period.
Obviously, with this U of A ASU rivalry, ASU coming in as the underdog, wanting to play spoilers, be the villains that they enjoy being in this building. But now a nice little touch pass there to Shetland. Shetland, little backhand shot. Creasy able to glove that and hold it. So Myers and Shetland starting to find their rhythm a little bit, as it's just everything's felt just a little bit off for the Wildcats so far in terms of offensive zone possession. So maybe some better passing choices, a little bit more intensity and pressure can help to resolve those issues, as the goal scorer for the U of A, Jack Curley, comes in to take the face-off against his matching number 8, Gross, for ASU. So Curley, he'll wait for the drop of the puck here. Curley not able to win it clean. Gross pulls it through his legs, and they try to spring. Not sure who they were looking to go for. Wildcat player goes for a tumble. Tillman was the guy trying to get the breakaway. Now ASU tries to work it to the slot, but can't handle the pass at the blue line, and ASU will dump it in on TJ. That bounces off the crest. Now Gross in, punches it to the middle. ASU with good puck support, able to keep the pressure on. That one just goes wide, as the Wildcats are just kind of all caught puck watching right now, standing still. And ASU is just moving the puck around the zone with a lot of time and space. Tillman back to the point, quick shot, goes wide on TJ. So about 5 consecutive shots on this shift now. And Curley, he gets taken down, so the Wildcats will go on the power play as Swiger tries to feed it through, not able to. So Jack Curley with a good effort after ASU piles on the shots. And it'll be the Wildcats go into the power play for the first time in this game with a huge opportunity to tie it with 14:20 left to go in the second.
Yeah, and the Wildcats have scored a few goals on the power play, so I'm sure they're definitely trying to get this game to 2-2 in the second period with 14:20 left.
So you really want to make teams pay for offensive zone penalties, as ASU just kept trying to pile on the pressure. Too much stick work, and now Nicholas Chioka at the point. Feeds it over, quick shot there, and a good shot block by Olsen. Now Shetland over to Swiger. Swiger back down to Shetland. Shetland looking out in front. Curley sticks that offside. Good pressure here from the Wildcats. So now Chioka feeds it back to Myers. Myers down to Shetland. Shetland with some time and space, and he scores! Tyler Shetland! What a great job there to hold on to the puck that little extra second. Jesse Lowell with the screen out in front, and the Wildcats tied it 2.
Yeah, that was great recognition by Tyler Shetland. Doing that little toe drag gave him just a little bit more time to get around that defensive stick and get the, pick that right side corner.
So Shetland doesn't rush it, takes his time, and Jesse Lowell out in front creating a bit of the disturbance there. So a huge power play goal here for the Wildcats, tying this game at 2.
As you can hear, the U of A fans
Arizona Wildcats goal, scored by number 27, Tyler Shetland. Assistant number 15, Sam Myers, and number 18, Jesse Lowell. Time of the goal, 6:05. Again, Wildcat goal scored by number 27, Tyler Shetland. Assistant number 15, Sam Myers, and number 18, Jesse Lowell. Time of the goal, 6:05.
So the Wildcats get their first power play opportunity, and they take full advantage. 13:47 left to go, and we got a brand new game in the second period.
Yeah, the U of A fans are definitely fired up again in the Tucson arena, supporting their school.
So the Wildcats need to feed off of that energy from the crowd. Going 1-for-1 on the power play will certainly take you a long way in the course of a hockey game, but the next couple shifts are going to be huge for the Wildcats to just continue to pile it on and make sure ASU feels the pressure. But a good outlet there is they're able to get it up through the middle, a lot of time in space. Quick shot there from Kennedy. That one kind of bobbles around the side of the net as ASU looks to set up at the point. They go back down along the boards. Good puck support once again, something we've seen out of ASU all game long. And a nifty little tip attempt there by Cooch. So Fisher pins him into the boards, then Fisher goes down. He's getting it given to him by Cooch on the ice. A little bit surprised there. The refs don't try to get a hold of this game, but they'll play on 5-on-5 as Fisher no worse for wear. Quick shot there. That one goes wide. So certainly do not want to see any players get injured. And now a chance here for ASU. A good block there as they feed it back to the slot. Slack trying to make a couple different decisions with it, and that leads to ASU keeping it in as Friesen, he works along the boards. They go out in front, can't connect with Quast. And now White with a quick shot and a good block as Eddie Slack, he'll feed it up to Rossi. Just couldn't poke it through his man Lee, or he would have been well away on a breakaway.
And ASU is definitely working the puck from down low to up high really quick, and I think that's why their break-ins are so effective, or keep-ins.
So now Shively, he gets his stick tied up by a good effort. Puck still loose, and TJ able to get it there. So after a bit of a chaotic sequence in the U of A zone, TJ able to settle things down and get a face-off. But certainly these teams, if the refs give them the opportunity to, they're going to end up doing something that could maybe get somebody hurt. So good thing to see Ryan Fisher get up from that play. He's a tough guy. He knows what this rivalry means, and Fisher's certainly given it to a number of his guys in his own time. So a little bit of sportsmanship, a little bit of hatred, a little bit of rivalry goes a long way to make these games what they are at the Tucson Arena. So the Wildcats here looking for a face-off win as Jack Curley in to take the face-off against Kylie Ram. Tied up there, but the Wildcats come away with it. Hard off the boards. Walker, he would have been in all alone. Now Walker with a chance. Walker shot. Blocker saved by Creasy. Walker now trying to find Curley at the back door. They can't connect. Now Curley goes across. Hunter Hodgson pinches down, touches it over to Dylan Walker. Nice little move there along the boards. Feeds it down below the net to Swiger. Now Tristan Swiger, beautiful move there. Swiger goes to the slot, quick shot, and Creasy with the save. Puck still loose in the skates of Walker, and it's in! Dylan Walker with the second, third, and fourth effort, and the Wildcats take a 3-2 lead in the second period.
That was a great job by Dylan Walker maintaining the stick on the puck, trying to get that to squirt in. That was definitely a battle in front of the net, and I will always say this, the dirty goals are the best goals to watch because you can see the absolute intensity and physicality of each player trying to get that puck into the net.
So it's Tristan Swiger with a couple beautiful moves off the boards that creates the initial opportunity in the slot. Bodies flying everywhere, and Dylan Walker.
Scored by number 16, Dylan Walker. Assist number 24, Tristan Swiger. Time of the goal, 8:22. Again, Wildcat goal scored by number 16, Dylan Walker. Assist number 24, Tristan Swiger. Time of the goal, 8:22.
So Creasy not able to glove that one cleanly, leads to a rebound. Creasy has looked a little bit uncertain on some of his rebounds. Now Gross tries to get through a couple Wildcats. Gross goes down, and they're going to call that as a trip. So a little bit surprised there, as it looked like Gross went down on his own accord, or just kind of caught an edge. But they're going to send Will Josephson to the box, so just as the Wildcats take a lead, now ASU with a chance to go on the power play. So looking back at the replay, I don't think Josephson gets his stick in there, but from the angle of the refs, they decide it's enough.
Yeah, and with Will Josephson, one of the most powerful penalty killers in the box, Wildcats are definitely going to have to keep possession and try to get this puck out of the Wildcats zone.
I hate to be cliche as a Wildcat fan, but it is really time for this group to bear down. You just scored a go-ahead goal with 11:10 left to go in the second. A little bit of an unfortunate penalty, but you still got to kill it. Doesn't matter if you deserved it or not. It's completely irrelevant at this point. The Wildcats need a solid penalty kill here. One of the things that has been solid for them, especially on the road against Missouri State and Maryville, the penalty kill was good. But ASU knows that this is their best opportunity they're probably going to get to tie this game in the second period. As Lowell, he fights hard along the boards. ASU able to keep possession as they're going to try to go low to high. They go down low to Gross. Robinson looking for that backdoor play. Now Ty Marchant over to Tillman. Tillman and Jesse Lowell with a fantastic block. Not a lot left in the tank, but the captain leading by example, as he always does, as Erickson gets in, takes down his man. Now Brian Erickson with a chance, and Creasy with a great save, but Brian Erickson decides to kill the penalty all by himself.
And he's really taken on 4 guys right now, keeping it on the boards and maintaining possession.
So certainly that nickname of Bear coming to full fruition, as Brian Erickson, who has been such a great story this season, as he wasn't even expected to play coming in. But still, the Wildcats have work to do with 40 seconds left to go on the penalty to Josephson. So now up at the point, they get it over to Tillman. Tillman goes over to Robinson. Robinson, the talented goal scorer for ASU, and Tillman, their leading point getter, but he can't connect cleanly to the pass to Butler, but they recover. Robinson to Tillman, quick shot and a great glove save by TJ. Puck doesn't get out, another shot, and TJ gets the blocker on that one. Hodgson, I know how much he loves to mix it up, but this is not the time to take any type of retaliatory penalty. Let TJ do his job in the crease.
Yeah, and TJ definitely did his job there, getting 2 glove saves, preventing ASU from tying this game up.
So going back to what I was saying about Brian Erickson, brought in this season, was expected to be a depth piece, but as the roster fluctuated throughout the season, he just simply played too good to ever be pulled back out. But ASU wins another faceoff. Quick shot and a great save by TJ again. So now Jesse Lowell, good decision making there to just get it down the ice. Don't try to do anything too much with it. Lowell, he's going at it with Robinson. So you need the captain to stay composed as well. So back to 5-on-5 after a huge kill. But ASU with a great burst of speed, 4-on-2 over the line. Get it out to TJ, and another great save. TJ DeMillionaire gets the head pat from Shively as he's able to get that low glove, as that was just above the pad. And what a difficult save for a goalie to make.
Yeah, that was an amazing save there on the glove. He was completely stretched out on the crease and still managed to get that puck in his glove.
And TJ, another amazing story, as he was not expected to be the starter either this season by any means, but stepped up when the Wildcats needed him to. And against ASU, he's kept the Wildcats at a 3-2 lead, as Brody Selman, he gets pressured, turns it over. Hodgson puts his man into the boards, and Quast, 4-man battle. Eddie Slack needs to get to this puck first, and he does. Slack takes a hit along the boards, but gets it up to Rossi. Now Rossi gets a good shot in, and Creasy with a save as Selman was crashing the net.
And the Wildcats are definitely, every single player out there is taking a hit to make a play. As you saw there on the boards, Ari Rossi, right before the whistle was blown, took another hit.
He's certainly dished out plenty of them too this evening. And it's going to take every single guy on this Wildcat bench stepping up to get it done here, as ASU got the initial goal, also got the go-ahead goal in the first, but the Wildcats have stepped up their game, and Gotta say, the MVP right now is TJ to me. Eddie Slack with a quick shot and a good active stick there by Chase to get it up into the netting.
And as you can take a look here at the benches, you can see all the Wildcat players are standing up. You can see all the U of A or the Sundevils are sitting down, so they might have gotten beaten down here a little bit in the second period. I'm sure they were trying to maintain the lead with the Wildcats.
The Wildcats do have more to play for in the sense of it being senior night. Hunter Hodgson tries to rip one but didn't get much on it. He's got to watch out for Chase being the cherry picker, trying to get a breakaway. Hodgson does a good job to get enough on that to get it out of the zone. Ty Marchand turns it over. Now Brody Selman in, and a great save by Creasy. And Selman got taken out of the play after he got the shot away. Don't ask me how that's not a penalty. Ask the refs, but no one ever does. So let's just move on with our lives. And Ari Rossi absolutely destroys Cade Olson at center ice, and that's going to be a penalty somehow. So after what I thought was just an incredible hit at center ice, they're going to decide Ari Rossi is going to go to the box. So ASU is going to go back on the power play, as I'm going to go back through the replay here, as I thought Ari Rossi just delivered a tremendous hit after what was a questionable call on Selman getting taken out. So I'm not sure what they're going to call this one. Maybe they're going to call it a high hit. That's the only thing I could possibly think, because it can't be interference. It can't be roughing. So after Selman gets a shot away and gets taken out, Ari Rossi absolutely blows up Cade Olson.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, but usually you have about a second after the player loses possession of the puck to still initiate a hit.
And I thought Olson, Ari Rossi was committed to the hit before the puck gets away, so we'll see what the call ends up being. But Ari Rossi, someone who has played with an edge all game.
Wildcat penalty on number 23, Ari Rossi. 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalty.
So they call Rossi for the elbow, as I guess he got it up on the play. Difficult to see from this angle, but the refs decide it was enough. So the Wildcats, once again, doesn't matter if the penalty should be called or not. It's an irrelevant factor, as they need to kill one off with 7:32 left to go. Tillman, great block there by Bear, as he gets the block and gets it out of the zone.
And a very dangerous bobbling puck. Great job by, I believe, Erickson to get that puck away from the slot.
Yeah, just commitment to getting enough wood on it to get it out. And now Connor Tillman, one of the graduating seniors for ASU, he rings it around the boards. Ziegler pressures his man, and Tillman will just wait for this to come to him, but Josephson puts enough on to where he can't get a clean pass off, but they go back to the top to Robinson, over to Tillman, quick shot, a lot of bodies out in front, but it never makes it through to TJ. Now another shot, and TJ gets the save, and Josephson gets the clear. So 52 seconds left to go on the penalty to Rossi. And now Robinson, he'll wind it up for ASU, feeds it to the far boards. Ziegler taking away the pass to the slot along with Langer. Butler over, and a broken stick there, and Josephson, he'll take advantage of the broken twig. Couple $100 into the trash bin, and the Wildcats get a bit of luck there on another clear with 25 seconds left to go. Is Connor Ziegler, he's putting the pressure on in the zone, but he needs a change. Now numbers possibly over the line for ASU, but Ram wanted no part of that hit from Hodgson. And now it comes around to Brian Erickson. Brian Erickson does a good job to get into the zone and draws a penalty on the penalty kill. So Brian Erickson, a heart and skill guy, fights through the check of Butler, and the Wildcats will get a minute 55 of power play time. Brian Erickson, the penalty killing MVP at the moment, excited to see what this kid can do in his career as a Wildcat.
Yeah, Brian Erickson definitely maintained his composure to draw that penalty, and he's not only just dumping the puck out, he's maintaining possession, which kills a lot more time for the penalty kill.
And Jesse Lowell has been such a huge influence on Brian Erickson. Speaking with Erickson over the course of this season, he looks at Lowell as a guy that he wants to emulate in every single way. And with Lowell departing this season, you need guys like Brian Erickson who are going to bring that type of tenacity and edge that Jesse Lowell has for his entire career here at the University of Arizona. So now Shetland in to take the face-off against Quast with 5 seconds of 4-on-4. Wildcats get possession. And now Myers over to Chioka. Rossi, he'll fly out of the box, try to get Lowell on the ice. Now Shetland, little dump pass to Myers, but right into the crest. I don't think that's the shot Myers wanted out of that.
Yeah, Tyler Shetland, beautiful play to get that back to Myers. Backhand pass.
And that kind of little water bug move that we saw Tyler Shetland pull to score his power play goal sets up Myers for an opportunity, but just couldn't quite get the shot placement he wanted on Creasy.
Nicholas Chioka out here definitely playing a lot on special teams. You saw him on the 4-on-4 at the beginning of the second period.
So now Chioka looking for a tip out in front from Lowell, but that one goes high and wide. So Swiger over to Shetland. Chioka calling for the puck. Now Shetland tries to go across the slot to Myers, but unfortunately when you telegraph that pass, every single penalty killer knows that's the dream play. But now Nicholas Chioka, he'll wind it up. After missing a lot of time with injury, back into the lineup tonight. Sam Myers with a beautiful move there. Myers looks to go around the back of the net, sets up. Myers to Chioka, quick shot, a tip out in front by Jesse Lowell, and that just popped wide. So
ASU is definitely doing a good job of clogging up the slot, making sure that the Wildcats can't really get close to the net.
I'm impressed there by the speed of Chioka to wind it up. He hasn't been able to skate for almost 2 months, so that's why he is relegated to the power play only at the moment as the 7th defenseman. But winds up the play, creates possession, and he tries to find Jesse Lowell for the tip. So with 1:08 left to go on the power play, 5:07 left to go in the second period, Wildcats up by 1 on a goal from Dylan Walker as Curley comes in to take the face-off against Kylie Ram. So now Curley tries to win it back, gets tied up, too many bodies there. No one can find the puck in the skates, and Curley gets to it first. So now Curley with a nice stop-up move. They play catch, and they go up to the point. Overland able to settle it down. Walker without much time, but finds Rossi. Now back to Walker. Walker to Overland. Back down low to Rossi. Just too much on the pass. Now Overland, quick shot there and a stick save by Creasy. Puck's loose, Walker couldn't knock it down. So Rossi, his twig's gonna end up in the garbage bin. So a couple $100 being spent here at the TCC trying to get a win as Dylan Walker will just dump this one in as Lowell tries to get in on the forecheck. Held in at the blue line, now Curley with a little time and space. Curley back to the point to Overland, to Walker. He'll switch out with Selman. Walker looking for Lowell out in front. Tries to find him, and Jesse Lowell somehow couldn't bury that. Selman with a quick shot, and he scores! Brody Selman from Jesse Lowell. Big brother, little brother connect on the power play, and the Wildcats have a 2-goal lead.
Couldn't quite see where that puck went through on Creasy, but that was definitely what the Wildcats were looking for.
I'm pretty sure Selman just beat him 5-hole on that one. As Jesse Lowell, he couldn't finish out the play from behind the net, but gets possession of the puck and sets up his best friend on the team, Brody Selman, as they're both going to be departing the U of A this season. They want to make some memories tonight, and the TCC is going to remember that goal as the Wildcats pick up a 2-goal lead now in the second period.
Assisted by number 16, Dylan Walker, number 18, Jesse Lowell. Power play goals scored by number 20, Brody Selman. Assisted Dylan Walker and Jesse Lowell.
So now ASU, they'll try to respond. Ryan Fisher had to really race to make sure he shut that play down. So now Cade Olson, he throws one in on TJ. Puck still loose though, but now Fisher, he'll find a little bit of room for the outlet. Tries to go middle to Erickson. Josephson puts his man into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty against Josephson.
Josephson with 2 penalties here in this game in the matter of 2 periods.
I think in the same period, Josephson's going to end up going twice. I do say, though, that was a deserved penalty. You can't hit a guy in the numbers like that. So Josephson, he'll head to the box. Again, a key penalty killer, but unfortunately for Will Josephson, you just can't do that. Straight into the numbers, into the boards, a dangerous play. And with 3:27 left, with all the momentum on their side, you hate to see the Wildcats go on the PK right after that much energy and momentum.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to break down the mentality here with this penalty kill. 2-goal differential going into the third period.
So another big penalty kill here for the Wildcats. Jesse Lowell pressures his man at the line. Connor Kruk, nice little move to keep possession. Langus puts his man into the boards. Hodgson, he ties it up. And Jesse Lowell, what a great keeping at the line there, as I thought Lowell was got enough on that one to get it out, but Butler kept it in. Now Kruk with a shot, looking back door. Hodgson with a great effort to make sure the ASU player Butler doesn't have the time to get a stick on that one.
Yeah, and TJ all game has had great puck control with his pads, really pushing that puck out to the side so the ASU cannot get a rebound on the play.
So now a lot of U of A players commit to the near boards, but luckily for the U of A, ASU couldn't feed it across the slot. Now they look to go down low. Shadowed there. Connor Kruk with a quick shot. That one gets blocked down. And a great job by Zach Langus to get the backhand out of the zone. So penalty kill being done by committee, my apologies. So Dylan Walker, one of the goal scorers out there at the moment, with Connor Ziegler, Ryan Fisher, and John Shively. So Ziegler, even though he does play defense at the moment, trusted as a forward on the PK. Now Connor Tillman, shadowed by Fisher. Fisher with a great active stick. Ziegler with the patience, and Walker gets it down. So 3 great moves there by 3 different players to help finish off a little bit more of this penalty kill. As Robinson, he'll get it to Tillman. Jesse Lowell tries to stand up his man. Robinson, drop pass there. They try to go back to Robinson, but it's in his skates.
20 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Wildcats.
Tillman not able to get enough on it, and TJ, it's that rebound control that's so huge. In the ACHA, not many goalies are able to control rebounds off the pads quite like that. So the Wildcats now only need to kill off 3 more seconds, and we'll be back to 5-on-5 as Gross, he tries to throw it into the slot. Lowell gets there, but not able to find a U of A player for an outlet. Across to Robinson, and another great save by TJ. He's having the game of his career at the TCC tonight against ASU.
And Robinson took way too long to wind up for that shot, gave TJ an opportunity to move posts on that play.
And now Selman, he'll come over the line, but it's offsides. As much as I will say Robinson took his time, he also took his time on that second goal for ASU. He's got the ability to pick corners. A former NCAA D1 commit who came down to the ACHA program for ASU. Remember, the U of A only has an ACHA program. ASU has a D1 NCAA program and an ACHA program. And it looks like Chioka is heading to the box here, so maybe a too many men on the ice penalty for the Wildcats as they'll go to the box once again. So after a huge penalty kill, 1:01 left, the Wildcats continue the parade to the penalty box. That ice is going to be worn out by the end of this period, but Josephson, he's at least not in the box, but ASU gets possession, and they'll have another opportunity to try to get one back on the power play. Good shot there and a tip, but it goes wide on TJ. Shively. Fisher needs to get to this puck and get it out, and he does. Great job there by the veteran pair of Shively and Fisher to get that puck out.
Yeah, and just to confirm, that penalty was too many men for the Wildcats, so they will be going on into the box.
You hate to see bench minors, but it's just the way the game is sometimes. Couple Wildcat players fan on it, but Jesse Lowell with the IQ and the recovery gets it back down the ice as the captain doing all that he can, setting up plays, killing penalties, throwing hits. This program is going to miss Jesse Lowell unlike any other player in a long time, and a chance here, but they can't get a shot in on TJ, and they score. So just too much time out in front, and at the end of the day, simply too many penalties by the Wildcats as ASU gets this back within 1 with 8 seconds left to go.
Matthew Gross with the goal on the weak side of TJ.
So a little bit of a broken play, but Kylie Ram does a great job to get it out to Gross in front, and he buries that one as TJ just wasn't able to move left to right quite quick enough. So with 8 seconds left, it looks like we're going to be going into the third period with a 1-goal game. But if the Wildcats can just stay 5-on-5, they're the much better team when they've been able to do that. The penalties just have to stop for the Wildcats. So with 2 seconds left, that will do it for the second period. Goals coming from Selman and Walker. So the Wildcats, Shetland, Walker, and Selman get 3 goals for the Wildcats in the second period to give the Wildcats a 4-3 lead heading into the third. Wildcats need to stay out of the box in the third and finish this game off on home ice, as the ASU bench does not seem to want to leave the ice, as they just want to hang out, maybe enjoy their late power play goal. So we will be back to bring you the third period. Stick around during the intermission for the last 3 of our senior interviews, including with Jesse Lowell, Brody Selman, and Connor Ziegler. Sebastian Janik with Garrett Kane. This is Wildcat Hockey.
It's just crazy to be getting interviewed for senior night. It's my 5th year, and it's just been a blink of an eye, to be honest. I remember sitting here as a freshman in a corner stall, and Manny Rose telling all the guys how, it goes by so fast, and to just try and enjoy every moment. And, it's crazy. Like, when you're in that moment as a freshman, you don't really understand it. But now I'm kind of in his shoes, and, I understand loud and clear. There's so many things to go around, my parents especially. Most of the guys know they come to every game, and I might not express it that much, but it means so much to me. They don't miss a game, and I obviously love them very dearly. The rest of my family as well, they make it when they can, and they all mean so much to me as well. And Coach Berman, Tanner, Sebastian, the rest of the staff, you guys put in countless hours, and a lot of that goes unappreciated, but all the boys really appreciate it. I talk to Berms as much as I talk to my parents, so I've grown a special bond with him in these 5 years. One memory I'd like to touch up on is my freshman year. We had to win both games in the final series against ASU at home to clinch Cactus Cup and also win the WCHL, and we ended up pulling out both games. And that was just such a special moment because it was such a do-or-die situation, and the boys pulled through, and that ended up being the last 2 games of the season, with COVID turning up a month later. So like I said, so many things to go around. Thanks to the fans. The TCC is the best place in college hockey, there's no doubt. And I obviously love my time here, and I'm really going to miss it.
Thank you, Wildcats fans, for making my experience here so memorable. Thank you to my parents for coming out, flying across the country from New Jersey to watch me play. Thank you to my friends who've come a long way to watch me play. Thank you to my siblings who've also come a long way to watch me play. It means the world that I get to play hockey in front of you guys. My favorite memory as a Wildcat was when we were down 3-2 versus UNLV. Coach Berman got kicked out of the game, and we were down on a 5-on-3. The puck came to my stick. In desperation, I skated down the ice and lobbed a pass to Matthew Hull, and he was able to score. I just remember the TCC erupted. You fans went wild, and hugging Matthew Hull was just, we both looked at each other like, did this really just happen? So that was just an unforgettable memory I'll have. I've grown so much as a person and a player here, playing for the University of Arizona. I've made lifelong friends, made lifelong memories, and I can't thank my teammates enough for making my experience so memorable. I'd like to shout out my parents, my siblings. Thank you for sacrificing so much. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Hey, Wildcats fans. I just want to say thank you for my last 4 years here. It's been truly special, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Playing in the TCC is unlike anything else. It's crazy atmosphere, and I just want to say thank you guys for always being there. I wanted to shout out my parents. They've been to every single game here, and I don't think a lot of guys can say that on the team, and I'm truly blessed for that. I also want to thank my brothers. They've been the best support system I possibly could have asked for. I also want to shout out a couple guys on the team. Will Josephson, I've played with him for the last, I'd say, like 10 years. Going through hockey with him has been truly special, and I'm glad to have him by my side at all times. A couple other guys like Sif, Jess, the other seniors, Matt. Truly special guys, and I wouldn't want to trade my relationships with them for anything. So my favorite memory here at the U of A, playing hockey, would definitely be winning the Cactus Cup. That was a truly special game. It was a crazy atmosphere, and the celebration after was definitely fun. So that was my favorite memory as a hockey player here.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to the Tucson Arena as we are set for 20 more minutes of hockey to decide if the Wildcats can clinch the Cactus Cup on senior night at the Tucson Arena. ASU with a late power play goal after the Wildcats had a couple absolutely massive penalty kills, and it ends up being a bench minor for too many men on the ice that ASU is able to take advantage of and get one goal back against the U of A.
Yeah, that's something you definitely don't normally see in the ACHA or any play a game.
So 4 penalties in that period against the Wildcats. Josephson gets 1 for tripping, 1 for boarding. Ari Rossi got 1 for elbowing Cade Olson at center ice on what looked like a beautiful hit, but might have got the elbow up. And then the bench minor is the one that put the dagger in the Wildcats PK that had been so good so far. So 20 minutes to get this done, and if the Wildcats can stay 5-on-5, possibly draw some penalties by moving their legs, they've got every opportunity to hold this lead. So it's just all comes down to do or die. One of the biggest periods in the last couple seasons for Wildcat hockey. So Shetland not able to win the face-off as Kruk gets it over to his D partner, but broken up at center ice by Jesse Lowell. So Jesse Lowell, he'll just dump it into the zone, into the skates of Palmer. But now Gross with a little time and space tries to dance around Shively, and he does, but TJ comes to take out the angle, and luckily that puck had nowhere to really go. So Shively tries to take away the angle, but Gross outworks him and gets the opportunity. So the initial shift from ASU, getting the heart rates going in the TCC. That one comes out to the slot, but only Shetland's there. He'll race up the ice using his speed to create room and gets a line change behind the play. Can't get the shot on net, but a good job by Shetland to allow the Wildcats to change out behind him. Dylan Walker can't get the puck before it crosses the blue line, but he'll dump and chase. Kruk goes back to get it. Tries to get it over there to Butler, hits the ref, but now ASU turns it right back over to Jack Curley. Jack Curley into the slot to Walker, a great shot. Puck still loose as Swiger was tied up and taken down, but 2-on-2 back the other way for ASU is Kylie Ram, but a great defensive play by Hunter Hodgson. He'll look to work with Swiger, tries to go to him with the saucer pass, but Creasy able to get the glove and the hold. So the Wildcats alleviate the pressure and then put some back on their own, but a great defensive play by Hunter Hodgson.
Yeah, the Wildcats really came out here with a lot of intensity. 18:35 left in the third period, so it's just getting started.
And what is going to be an incredibly dramatic 18:35 for this Wildcat group on senior night here at the Tucson Arena. We are back Saturday, 1 p.m. to take on ASU once again. Selman, the refs decide that one was dropped unfairly, so we'll do the face-off once again. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning into the stream. We always appreciate the support at UAZ Wildcat Hockey. If you can join us in person, we'd love to have you here in the building. Saturday, 1 p.m., final regular season home game, and then the Coyotes alumni game on the 24th. But all that matters right now is this period. So Zach Langus does a good job to careen that one off the boards. Olsen, he'll dump it right back in. Langus knocks his man off the puck. Ziegler trying to get there. In support is Slack, and now Ziegler, good smart play to find Rossi on the outlet. So a bobbling puck, Selman can't handle it, delayed offsides. Rossi, he's gonna go for a trip there with what looked like an inadvertent collision. So the Wildcats going back on the power play again.
And Ari Rossi with his back turned on that play. He was trying to go up to the bench and get a line change.
So looking at the replay here, Rossi, the ASU skater skates back into him. I'm not sure what Rossi is supposed to do there unless he just has to avoid the contact, but it's not on him to avoid the contact with the ASU player back skating into him. So the Wildcats on yet another penalty kill, which are really just starting to stack up. So Jesse Lowell in to take the face-off, but Robinson wins it back to Marchant. So now Robinson over to Marchant. Marchand to Tillman. He fans on it, but it works out well for ASU as they almost get a chance out of it. So the U of A definitely not going to blame them for an undisciplined play there, as I really don't think there's anything Rossi could have done differently unless, like I said, it completely tries to avoid the collision, which is not really the onus is on him, but the onus is on the Wildcats to kill this off. The ref kind of provides a screen there, so Shively can't really get into it. Now a chance here from the point. TJ does a great job to get in the lane and block that. Now Fisher racing to the puck. Can he get it past Robinson? He can't. Josephson not able to get it out, and Fisher not able to get the clear either. So 3 opportunities to clear the puck, and ASU keeps it in every time. Now Robinson over to Marchand. Marchand tries the little dangle move to open up Tillman, but it's too far in front of him. 55 seconds left to go. A chance out here in the slot, and TJ with another huge save as TJ DeMillionaire, the best penalty killer for the Wildcats. Another shot, too many bodies. Ziegler has to get this out, and he does.
Yeah, Matthew Gross with a really opportunistic shot on that play going into the slot on TJ.
So 16:26 left to go. A great job there by Brian Erickson. Who else on the penalty kill? So he just keeps clogging up lanes in tandem with Jesse Lowell. 22 seconds left to kill. So ASU is going to try to get one more setup out of this before Ari Rossi heads out of the box. And a great steal there by Hunter Hodgson. Hodgson with a shot and Creasy with a pad save. 6 seconds left to go on the PK as Chase drags it through his man and can't finish off the move. And that'll do it for the penalty kill. But with Rossi out of the box already, that'll go down for an icing. But Hunter Hodgson with a huge step up to break up a play and kill a little bit more of that penalty.
Yeah, Hunter Hodgson, great play there, but you definitely want to make sure you get your wheels back on that play as defensive support.
So now it is just stay out of the box for the Wildcats for 15 minutes and 47 seconds. Just stay 5-on-5, be the better hockey club, which they have the ability to do. So the Wildcats here, after getting in a lot of penalty trouble, come away still with the lead in the third period. Face-off tie up there, 5 men go in. Hunter Hodgson tries to bat it up the boards, held in there by Butler, but Hodgson reads the play, and once again, but he can't get it out. Now a chance here, and a great active stick by Langus to break up that shot attempt.
Yeah, the Sun Devils are definitely seeing a lot of shot opportunities by defensive breakdowns right near trying to get that puck broken out for the Wildcats.
So I can understand there was a little bit of a tired group of Wildcats there, so they couldn't really risk icing it, but it's got to be hard sticks on pucks right now, getting things down out of the zone. No fancy plays, you're up by 1. Just simple grind away hockey, but ASU wins a faceoff, and a great shot blocked there by Tristan Swiger, talking about lunch pail hockey. So now Dylan Walker, he'll get a little bit of time and space as ASU backs off on the blue line. Dylan Walker in behind the net. A couple Wildcats go down behind the play. Not sure what happened. I think Swiger and Fisher collided accidentally. So it's going to be ruled a hand pass here, and the puck will stay in the ASU zone for an offensive zone faceoff. So Swiger gives a little tap to Fisher. I think they cross paths a little bit. So if the Wildcats find a way to not hit each other and not beat themselves, they've got a great chance to win this with 15:09 left to go in the third, but ASU is not going to go quietly into the night no matter what. So Jack Curley trying to win a board battle, not able to.
And the Sun Devils have had a lot of success with the face-offs, winning a lot of face-off dots.
Yeah, face-offs have been a problem for the Wildcats all season long. So now a chance here, though, as Curley able to skate onto it, but the Wildcats changing out behind him, not able to follow up the play, but they get fresh bodies. Butler tries to go through the middle of the ice, keeps possession. Great little drop pass, but just into the skates of Quast as he couldn't get the shot away.
Good job by Overland bringing that puck out of the zone.
So Shetland pressures his man.
We're going to have a hooking penalty. I'm not sure on who.
I think they're going to call Shetland for a hook. So the Wildcats once again go to the penalty kill, as this is just becoming painful to watch for the Wildcat fans here, as this is what, the 7th power play for ASU?
And the Wildcats usually having quite a few penalty minutes on home ice, but this is definitely one of the higher games for penalty minors.
So Shetland just reaches in, the ASU player goes down, it doesn't look good, and the refs decide it's enough. So the Wildcats once again on the penalty kill. Now Tillman walks in, a great block by the captain, Jesse Lowell. But ASU able to keep it in the zone for a second. Lowell gets it out though. This effort by Jesse Lowell on the penalty kill, every single Wildcat better follow suit and step up like he has, because he is giving it everything he possibly can here on senior night. But now Marchant, Lowell tries to block that one. That one hit Hodgson down in front of the net. He's slow to get up. Hodgson hobbled here, so 3.5 players for the Wildcats as Hodgson skating on one leg, and ASU's going to try to take advantage, but Tillman can't handle the pass. Marchant and Tillman, they go back and forth. That one hits a body out in front, but the Wildcats don't get enough to clear it out. Hodgson, I think he took another shot block on that. So he is just getting peppered on this PK as the Wildcats need some fresh bodies. Backdoor chance, and TJ, I have no idea how he saved that. When that pass got over there, I thought that was a goal for sure, but the sequence isn't done as Robinson, and it's going to be a penalty on ASU as you can't do that out in front, and they kill their own penalty, their own power play. So ASU trying to get too physical out in front. It's Wyatt Palmer who takes an undisciplined penalty, and we'll go 4-on-4 here when the Wildcats desperately needed to get that penalty kill over with.
Yeah, great hustle by Hunter Hodgson, powering through the pain and taking those 2 shot blocks to prevent a goal.
I mean, Hunter Hodgson got lit up on that play. He's going to need some maintenance after that, and it's just a terrible play by Wyatt Palmer to come in and try to, I'm not sure. I mean, I understand he's trying to clear the crease out, but making it that obvious is going to make the ref's job a lot easier, and the refs have had a lot of work to do so far in this period, or in the last 2 periods, as the track to the penalty box has been tread. So 45 seconds of 4-on-4 here, and then the Wildcats will go on their power play. So 45 seconds, Dylan Walker causing a bit of havoc behind the net for Lee. Still continues the stick work. He's got to be careful he doesn't cause a penalty as well, as I understand the effort, but sticks up in the hands. Don't want to make the ref's job easy to call that one either. So now a chance for Eddie Slack. He needs to get there first, and he does. Good job to win a puck battle, but unfortunately Walker can't get there first. But fortunately for Walker, all Kylie Ram can do is put it out of the zone.
10 seconds left here on the 4-on-4 play before the Wildcats go on the power play.
Now Kylie Ram, who set up the second goal, or the third goal for ASU on their power play.
Wildcats will now have 1 minute 13 seconds on the power play.
So a lot of time and space there for Newland. ASU just going to throw it around their own zone and take their time to clear it down the ice. Looking to spring possibly a shorthanded attempt, but Chioka settles it down. 55 seconds to go on the penalty, on the power play. Chioka drops it to Shetland, over to Myers. Good play there, but a good stand up at the blue line by Marchant.
A little bit of bounce off the ref into the Wildcats zone.
So now Chioka again will look to wind it up. Hasn't skated in 2 months, so tough on the legs there, but he sets up the entry, and now Myers, he'll stop up. Great pass there to Swiger. Chioka calling for the puck. Chioka waits, quick shot, and they score! Nicholas Chioka draws back into the lineup and scores a massive power play goal. He might not have skated in 2 months, but the shot has not left the hands. What a goal from Nicholas Chioka.
Great time and patience right there by Nicholas Chioka again.
So he sets up the entry, takes his time, a beautiful couple of passes to get into the zone. The Wildcats get in on the power play, set up, screen out in front. Nicholas Chioka calls for the puck. Little toe drag, and what a pick of the corner by Nicholas Chioka. And you see why the Wildcats have missed him so much in these last couple months of him being out with injury. 5-3 Wildcats.
Assistant number 15, Sam Myers, and number 24, Tristan Swiger. Again, Wildcats goal, number 7, Nicholas Chioka. Assist to number 15, Sam Myers, and 24, Tristan Swiger. Time of the goal, 9:23.
So the Wildcats, they take advantage of the undisciplined play from Wyatt Palmer, and they get another power play goal to give themselves a 5-3 lead in the third period with 11:04 left to go.
And that's going to be the second toe drag that causes a goal for the Wildcats.
Using their skill and speed, and Nicholas Chioka, speaking with him before the game, he was just so excited because he wasn't sure if he was going to get cleared to play for this series, and he wanted back against ASU bad. And he rewards the Wildcats with trusting him on the power play. Can maybe be a bit scary for a coach when a guy hasn't played in that long, but Nicholas Chioka with a beautiful shot from the point. So now Kruk, he'll dump it in. I think it's a delayed offside. Or they're going to call, it's going to go a hook against the U of A. So the Wildcats are going back on the penalty kill once again. So this will be 8 power plays now for ASU, I believe. Just a brutal, I mean, Butler chicken wing holds Lowell's stick. I understand that Lowell gets the stick up into the midsection, which you can't do, but Butler sells it with the chicken wing. So the Wildcats, without Jesse Lowell, have to kill yet another penalty after getting all that momentum. I think this is the third time the Wildcats have scored a goal and almost immediately taken a penalty right after, Garrett.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Definitely kills the intensity and the overall, I guess, the adrenaline you get after you score a goal.
Because you got to go right back on the kill, and that's the only time ASU has really looked dangerous. So now Marchant drops it back to Tillman. He tries to get into the zone, but Will Josephson almost gets it out, but that hits the ref's skate and doesn't get down the ice. ASU not able to connect on the pass. 1:22 left to go on the PK with 9:42 left to go in the game. Ziegler can't get a stick on it, but ASU can't control it either.
That was a great pressure by Connor Ziegler, making it really hard to maintain possession in the Wildcats zone.
So now Fisher and Ziegler, the two veterans, trying to work it along the boards. Marchant calling for the puck. Toe drag there. Will Josephson makes it difficult, though, and they can't get a shot away. Will Josephson, though, he gets tied up and can't get out of the zone. Wildcats need to defensively recover, and TJ gives them the ability to. So TJ DeMillionaire with one of the best games I've seen him play as a Wildcat, and it has certainly been by committee all night long. And the amount of penalty kills the Wildcats have had to go through, some self-inflicted, some not so much. But once again, folks, it's officiating in hockey. If you decide to care about it, you're probably going to have an aneurysm at a young age. So now ASU trying to set up with 50 seconds left to go. ASU, they circle at the red line. Good little move there, but they can't get through the stick check of Josephson. He's able to recover. Brian Erickson, he'll put the pressure on. And Dylan Walker with a good active stick to get that all the way down the ice. 30 seconds left to go on the penalty to Jesse Lowell. So if the Wildcats can kill this, they'll get a very rested, probably quite frustrated Jesse Lowell out of the box, which is a dangerous prospect for ASU, but they need to hold on for these next 15 seconds. They go back to the point looking for a shot. Erickson trying to get in the lane. Butler able to hold it there at the line. Good play by him. 5 seconds left to go. Good pressure from Hunter Hodgson again.
The Wildcats are just not giving them anything.
So TJ makes a big save and not able to finish off the play. Was freezing as TJ was down and out, but he just tries to get it away too quickly and throws it over the top of the net. So Jesse Lowell with 8:07 left to go pops out of the box. He's giving stick taps to the boys saying, come on, let's get this done on senior night. Zach Langus, who is pretty much half a man at the moment, probably running on more adrenaline than muscle power. A number of Wildcats on the back end, just because the defensive depth is a tough factor for the Wildcats roster this season. Guys have been forced to play hurt. So at the end of the day, you've got Langus, Hodgson, and Chioka, none of them playing at 100%.
Yeah, definitely ending off the season with all of the seniors that the Wildcats have. It's definitely going to be a positive to end their college career with.
So not sure what the ASU coach wants to have a discussion with the refs about, as I would think Chad Berman is the main one who wanted to scream at them half of this game. But it gives the Wildcats a little time to settle in, get a little breather. 2-goal lead with 7:58 left to go. As we will get set to drop the puck here. Offensive zone face-off. Brody Selman will go a long way to win this one against Gross, but ASU, quick shot there. That one gets blocked. Good body in the lane. So Rossi takes a hit to make a play, and Eddie Slack, he'll skate in with a little time and space. Good defensive play, though, as the ASU player loses his stick, but ASU gets possession and looks to bring it out of the zone as they get it over to Robinson. Robinson, little dump and chase, working with Gross. And Ziegler with a beautiful defensive play and another beautiful defensive play to escape the pressure of Robinson. And the rest of the Wildcats do a good job rewarding that, unfortunately. So icing waved off as they believed that Erdman could have certainly got there before the puck crossed the line. Good job by the Wildcats there to clear it down without taking an icing. 7:11 left to go. Wildcats, if they can stay out of the box and play some 5-on-5 hockey, it'd be fun to watch. So now Butler with a couple nice moves, but the only place he can go is out of the zone to Marchand. So Olsen, he'll dump it in. Fisher going back against Kylie Ram. Fisher gets a stick on it. Battle board there by Walker. And that one will pop out of the zone once again as Marchand couldn't hold it in under pressure from Walker. He's forced to turn it over to Curley as the ref once again a little bit in the lane. So now maybe a chance here for Newland. He drops it back to Kylie Ram, who gets absolutely buried by Tristan Swiger. Ram goes back at him, but Swiger certainly got the better of that. What a hit by Tristan Swiger. So now Newland trying to dance around Shively, but Fisher in support. Newland continuing to put on the pressure, but Fisher outlets it to Shively. Now John Shively up through the middle. Nice pass over to Tyler Shetland as he gathers speed. 4-on-1 with the Wildcats changing. Able to keep possession. Tries to go to the slot. Gets it to Myers, but he couldn't quite handle the puck. But Shetland, what a job there. 4-on-1 to at least try to set up a play. So the ASU content to dump it in. The Wildcats looking for a clean breakout here is Jesse Lowell. He fights off a check, gets it down into the zone. Myers, he was winded up for a hit, but a good job by him to lay off and not take a bad penalty there, as he probably could have absolutely buried the ASU player, but goes for possession instead. Lowell finishes his check. So Lee rings it around the board. Ziegler trying to get there before Kennedy can, and the Wildcats get it out once again. So now it's going to be Brody Selman. Selman trying to feed Slack, can't get it over to him. And for the first time in a long time, Creasy has to do something, is what felt like a very quiet third period for him, except for the goal from Chioka.
And the Wildcats are definitely keeping their composure, being smart on the ice, trying not to draw any penalties to cause another penalty kill.
With 5:05 left, this is where you keep the sticks smartly active. But if a guy is getting a little bit away from you, just let him go and let TJ do his thing at this point. As the Wildcats, there's been no reason you can't trust TJ to make a save. A great job there by Selman to win it through to himself. Tries the wraparound. Now Selman with some time, and Creasy fights through a couple screens to get that. Puck stays in the zone as Brody Selman. Now he takes another quick shot. Good block there by Gross. I think that one stung him a bit. Robinson looking for the breakaway. They don't connect, and that'll be icing. So Robinson trying to play the cherry picker and ends up coming back down into the ASU zone.
Yeah, and cherry picking definitely happens when teams are in desperate need of a goal. 2-goal differential here, 44 left in the third period, trying to really stretch the ice and gain an opportunity.
So Will Josephson comes in to take the face-off here against Gross, as ASU is probably going to try to ride that top line for as long as they possibly can. Try to get one back at the moment, but Josephson, if they can get possession here, would go a long way to killing off this 4:44 left to go in the third period. Quick shot there from Pizzo and a good save by Creasy. Erickson, he puts his man into the boards. Pizzo with a good job there. Just enough of a hit to separate the puck, but not enough to take a penalty. So once again, ASU tries to draw it up through the red line. Pizzo toe picks, but nothing wrong there. Robinson tries to knock that one down, but Josephson pressures him. Now Pizzo. So Chad Berman confidently rolling his fourth line out there to grind away against the top players for ASU, as Gross goes right through Fisher. So a good physical play by Gross, but he can't contain possession of the puck. So now Michael Pizzo over the line, just throws one in on Creasy. He just blockers that to the corner for Olsen to retrieve. Wildcats switch out behind the pressure of Will Josephson. Will Josephson with a good bump to separate man from puck. Myers with a man draped all over him, but maintains possession as well. So now Sam Myers behind the net. Clean breakouts are key here. Nice little move by Sam Myers. Now through the middle, creates a little time and space. Shetland, he takes a big hit. And with Shetland's size, you always get a little bit afraid he's going to get hit up high, because a guy might not even be trying to hit him up high, but Shetland no worse for wear. Right back onto the puck. Swiger, ASU scrambling to just get out of their own zone, try to keep it in the U of A zone.
And the Wildcats are definitely rolling their lines, getting a lot of line changes, making sure we have fresh legs on the ice.
But a turnover there behind the net, but Ziegler stays with it, makes sure that Quast doesn't have an easy opportunity, and now Overland, he throws it off the boards, and that'll go all the way down. No icing, because once again, Marchant had the opportunity to get to the puck that was rolling on edge and opted not to. So now over the line, a quick shot, and TJ with the confident glove save.
And then the anticipated extracurriculars after that play.
I mean, TJ obviously makes the save, and Boyer keeps skating into the crease. Wildcats are not going to let that happen. So Boyer gets tackled down to the ice. We'll see exactly what comes out of it. I don't see any refs, or the refs are pointing at least at a guy or two. Boyer, he'll verbally be giving it to him, so it's going to be matching penalties here. And as a hockey player, Boyer knows TJ has that glove save. It's not going to pop out. He decides to skate in, and Jack Curley does the right thing to make sure he punishes Boyer for his poor decision. So with 2:38 left to go, I think we're going to go 4-on-4 here, and Jack Curley, helmet off in the box, giving it to Boyer.
Yeah, and both teams definitely want to keep their heads up here with 2:38 left in the period. It's probably going to get a little chippy.
So this is why we love U of A ASU hockey. The best rivalry in the ACHA, one of the best rivalries in all of college sports. Two teams who just genuinely hate each other on the ice. In the handshake line, though, everyone's all nice and friendly, though. So there's only currently a penalty up for Curley. We'll see how this draws out and if the Wildcats are going to go shorthanded again. So Boyer is getting a little chat from the ref in the box. So now the penalty is up for Boyer. So it'll be matching penalties, I'm guessing, for roughing. And there's going to be another ASU player. He comes over to the box. Will he get put in it? And he does. So ASU now with two players in the box. So I guess they're going to decide that Quast was the guy with the infraction, but Boyer, he's getting sent to the Zamboni doors. So good night, Boyer. His evening is finished. We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be a timeout here for the Wildcats as they look to draw things up. Boyer, he'll get a very raucous applause of sorts from the Wildcat fans. So the Wildcats, if they're able to come out of this with a power, no, Chioka's going to go to the box too. So I think, did Curley get sent off the ice, Garrett? I didn't see.
No, Curley's still in the box, but he's probably going to get sent out here.
So they're going to do 5 and 5. So they'll be done for the night. Jack Curley, he'll get the proper ovation from the Tucson crowd. I'm sure that kid's happy he came to play hockey at the University of Arizona. He's having a great time. So we will go 4-on-4 here with matching penalties to Boyer and Curley. If I'm Chad Berman, though, I don't blame Curley for doing that whatsoever. I think Curley's going to decide, hey, can I please watch the last 2:38 of this? So you won't have to go to the locker room. So we'll go 5. There's 5 ASU players, 4 U of A players. So the U of A is going to end up on the penalty kill again. Okie dokie, folks. I do not want to have an aneurysm at a young age, so I'm not going to worry about it. But the Wildcats need to kill this off, as we'll get the call from the refs and see exactly how this ended up being 5-on-4 once again for ASU. So getting close to double-digit power plays for ASU so far this evening. But the Wildcats can kill off yet another one, that PK percentage gets a nice little bump from a Thursday evening game. But still, with 2:37 left to play, ASU has a chance to get back in this. Wildcats just need to stay focused on the task at hand.
Penalty to number 72, William Boyer. Wildcat penalty to number 8, Jack Curley. 2 minutes each for holding and a 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalty, 17:22. Serving the penalty for number 14, Ryan Quash for the Sundevils, and number 7, Nicholas Chioka for the Wildcats. Both penalties at 17:22.
So only matching penalties announced, but there's only 4 Wildcats, so I have no idea what's happening. All I know is that Robinson has the puck at the point, feeds it over to Marchant. Robinson, little back pass there, trying to create room at the point. Quick shot, that one's off the post. The hockey gods give the Wildcats a bit of a break there with 1:54 left to go, and that one will be offsides. So only matching 10-minute misconducts and 2-minute holding penalties announced. Not quite sure if the refs just didn't give the other penalty to the scorer's table. Maybe we'll get it after the game. But 1:17 left to go. I doubt Chad Berman wants to play 4 against 5, so I can't imagine that's just a strategic coaching decision, as Eric will joust with Erdman. So 1:54 left to go, 1:17 left in the penalties. A nice little chip play there by Brian Erickson. Empty net for ASU, but Erickson just can't get it in. So that's why they have 5 players. Garrett, I wish you would have told me so I didn't sound so stupid this whole time.
I didn't even see it either.
But yes, ASU pulls their goalie. Zach Langus will just shovel it in. So that is why it's 5-on-4. I have never felt stupider, but all that matters is there's 1:27 left to go. I never saw Creasy skate to the bench. It must have happened during the timeout. Great job there to separate the ASU player. So now Robinson. Garrett, this is why you're my color guy. I trusted you with my life and you let me down.
Sorry about that.
So now Marchant tries to feed it middle. Wildcats get it down the ice and it's wide. So that will be icing, but there's no reason to not throw it at the empty net with 1:04 left to go, 1:03 left to go, and a 2-goal lead. So this is why I have trust issues, folks. But anyway, what matters is ASU pulls the goalie. They're in desperation to get one back. Jack Curley stands up for his goalie and TJ DeMillionaire, who has been fantastic this entire game. And huge credit to him. If I was going to give a first star of the game, it would probably be to TJ or Jesse Lowell. And what a surprise, once again, Jesse Lowell, one of the MVPs. Hunter Hodgson has also had a fantastic defensive game. We've seen Dylan Walker and Tyler Shetland show their offensive prowess. Nicholas Chioka probably has only been on the ice for about 45 seconds, but he picked up a massive goal to establish the 2-goal lead. So the Wildcats here on senior night, Tucson Arena, U of A, ASU. We will be back Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. for this rematch. Once again, U of A versus ASU. Would love to see you down here at the Tucson Arena if you can make it. Thank you so much to everyone for supporting the stream. Also want to give a big shout out to all the interns who have been here throughout this season, really helped elevate our media program. It's always a pleasure to have people who are committed to this program and want to see it succeed. And trust me, no one's in this for the money, folks. We do this for the love of the game of hockey and for the love of this sport that we all follow so dearly. So Jesse Lowell in to take the face-off against Robinson. 1:03 left to go, empty net at the end of the ice. Lowell not able to win it. So now Tillman, quick shot there. That one elevated well above the net by Marchant. 53 seconds left to go. Fisher in a battle with Robinson. Robinson gets it over to Butler. Good defensive play by Shively to shut down the cross ice feed. Fisher, can he get enough on it? And he does, and it's touched by Tillman. So no icing. 37 seconds left. Wildcats, Chioka, he's looking to get off the ice. Quick shot there. TJ with another good pad save, elevates it up into the netting. 28 seconds left to go in the period. So with a 2-goal lead, the Wildcats are 28 seconds away from winning a 6th consecutive Cactus Cup and doing everyone on the media department a favor for promotional content.
And their Wildcats aren't out of the woods yet. It's going to be 6-on-5 hockey for the remainder of the third period.
Well, certainly Will Josephson trusted with an immensely huge face-off here, able to win it forward, fights through and gets it back, and Jesse Lowell pins it against the board. Shively, he gets it taken away. Shively, though, with a good amount of pressure. Can he get it out to Erickson? He does. Erickson settles it down, and he just can't bury it. Brian Erickson, who has had a fantastic game, just couldn't bury it, but we'll count down the 5 seconds to a 6th consecutive Cactus Cup. And once again, your U of A Wildcats beat ASU and win the Cactus Cup series. So much to talk about in this game. Shot blocks from Jesse Lowell, huge hits from Ari Rossi, massive saves from TJ DeMillionaire, goals from such important players, and the Wildcats will have a lot to hug and celebrate about on senior night, as Tanner Harris, the hockey coordinator, will take a familiar stroll to bring out the Cactus Cup for the Wildcats to celebrate with. Such a do-or-die game as ASU scored first and then went up 2-1 with what looked like ASU was going to take over that first period. But after settling in, the Wildcats outplayed ASU for the next 40 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely looked like the Sundevils slowed down a little bit with their intensity from the first period into the second and third.
And I'm not sure if that's a matter of just not being able to keep up that intensity or just the Wildcats adjusting and simply getting done what needed to be done. But so good to see this Wildcats group get it done on senior night, not give us all a heart attack with worrying about if they had to do it next game. So that'll be a 6th consecutive Cactus Cup victory for the Wildcats. So Jesse Lowell, Ryan Fisher, John Shively, Connor Ziegler, Matthew Marquis. I'm definitely forgetting one of the other seniors, but I'm just happy to see this happening right now. Such a great moment for this Wildcats group, as this Cactus Cup is the most important part to this program, that pride of beating ASU and knowing that they're the better of the rivals. So Jesse Lowell will take his skate with the Cactus Cup. And I just want to give a big shout out to the Lowell family, who have been so supportive of my time here as being the voice of the Wildcats. Jesse Lowell, just such a fantastic human, and my favorite hockey player at any level of hockey. As a Bruins fan, I wish we had someone like Jesse Lowell. He does it all, folks. And as a captain, Garrett, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, he's definitely been a crucial part of this team, not just with his play, but with who he is as a person. He really brings up the entire team.
So Brody Selman, he'll take his skate with it as well. Another fantastic human who this program definitely owes a lot to. And Connor Ziegler, the penalty killer of the century. If he scored a little bit more, I'd compare him to Brad Marchand, but that might be a bit mean for Connor Ziegler. So even though Matthew Marquis did not dress for this game, he gets his strut, impressive moves in the loafers to stay upright on that. So the seniors, with such a great moment for them, and the Wildcats will gather at center ice at the TCC. Last season, the Wildcats won the Cactus Cup on the road at ASU. Sure, it's a lot more fun for them to be able to be here on home ice. And over my time with this group, I've been so lucky to get to know a couple of these guys who are graduating. So thank you to all of them if you ever watch this broadcast back. Thank you to the families that have been a big part of supporting Wildcat hockey. And we can only hope that we're lucky enough here to replace these guys who are going out, Garrett.
Yeah. Definitely not going to be an easy replacement just from who the players that are leaving. But Berman definitely has his work cut out for him for the caliber of play that these seniors have put out all 4 years that they've played here.
So Berman, he'll have a job to do in the offseason in recruitment, but the Wildcats get the job done on center ice. A fantastic game, fun to watch, and this is why we love hockey, and this is why we love U of A ASU, and now everyone can breathe a bit easier going into Saturday, but I got a feeling ASU is going to want a bit of a revenge tour in that afternoon game.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be an easy game tomorrow. ASU is really going to bring up the intensity, and they're not going to let this close out.
So Saturday, February 17th, 1 p.m., pardon me, folks, at the Tucson Arena. A little bit too much coffee this evening. So 1 p.m. at the Tucson Arena on Saturday, February 17th, final home game of the season. For Sebastian Janik and Garrett Kane, thank you for tuning in. This is Wildcat Hockey.